My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Jacob and I are going to break down the entire UFC Vegas 110 fight card, giving you our picks, our predictions, our bets, and our DraftKings Fantasy Plays. We've had quite the run, and now the UFC is headed back to the Apex. But before we break down this card, let me remind you, Jacob will be there in person. Jacob's going to be at the fights. Jacob, I got a couple of DMs from people saying, hey, are you going to November 1st fights? I'll see you there. So there's going to be some people there saying hello.
There's always some, the Apex is actually, like, every time I went to the Apex, somebody's like, hey, you're Jacob. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, wow, what a man.
Yeah, right. I bet.
And they're asking to touch all over me and signing their auntie's titties and stuff like that. It's always a wild time at the Apex. But they actually just redid it. Kind of.
Is this with the? Yeah, is this actually with the new seats and stuff or no?
No.
Yeah, no, I'm the idiot. Yeah, I'm the idiot.
Entrance, just the fucking entrance.
We were there in.
This is a big concern for you because Minty. I think Minty's watching right now. Actually, say hi to Minty.
Hello, Minty. Hi, Minty.
Fucking yeah.
I mean, I'm being authentic to myself. That's how I would say hello to anybody.
But she said they moved the. Listen up here. They moved the buffet area, and I think they.
Is it bigger?
I think they improved it.
Expanded it? Nice.
Yeah, so
the biggest catfish ever was the first time I went, and it was like fucking chips and dip. It was dumb as fuck. And then 3/4 of the way through the event, they just swapped it out for like meat. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I filled up on that crap. Now there's more? What's happening?
But yeah, it will be at the Apex. And I was telling Marcus, because I think Marcus from What the Next Bet, he's going to be there. And, we can hang out. But I told him that the Apex, you literally can influence yourself in fights. I have been influential in fights. I've gotten points deducted. I've had fighters.
What's his name? Fired.
Elise Reed, fucking after her fight, came running up to me and said, "Thank you. I heard everything." Because in the second and third round of her fight, I was literally coaching her through the fight, saying like, "Just punch her through the guard with the jab." And she literally came and thanked me for that. I've almost gotten a fight at the Apex, but it's crazy how much you can influence the fights because you're sitting 6 feet from a judge. Every single judge is hearing everything you say in a fight. So I like, for my fighters, for my bets, I like to try and manipulate that. And I feel like you can because you can act like shots are bigger. And after, in a close round, this is what I do. And you guys will hear me on the broadcast, with the hot dogs, all this stuff. When there's like 10, 15 seconds left of every round, if I'm cheering for Youssef or whatever, I'll be like, hey, great round, Youssef. Way to win that one. Great round, Youssef. So then the judges are like, oh yeah, he did win that. So you can manipulate a lot of stuff. And I got flipped off by C-Rod.
That's right. We got flipped off by C-Rod. Chris Curtis yelled at us, you specifically.
Yeah. He
said, don't coach him. And then Chris Curtis got knocked out.
I said, quit fucking boxing Chris Curtis. And Chris Curtis said, don't tell him that. Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. And it's also crazy, too. You know that the TV experience shows off the Apex pretty well because there's moments in some of the fights, in the middle of fights, where if I'm talking to you next to the cage, I feel like I have to whisper. It gets so quiet in there. It is like crazy how quiet it can get.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a unique experience. If you've never been to the Apex, and I don't know if it's going to keep its charm, obviously, when they add more seats, but if you've never been to the Apex, it's wildly expensive, but it is very, very cool. It's one of the coolest fight experiences or viewing experiences I've had because it's the best view you'll ever get at a fist fight without being a millionaire. And it's just, it's a lot of fun. So if you see Jacob there, say hi.
There's always a lot of other fighters just walk around there that are just in Vegas at the fights and stuff. So you can meet a lot of people too. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, because the seats are separated into two sections. There's the free section with all the tickets Dana White gives away. And then there's the paid section. So there's always, and it's the same entrance for both. So like Taylor Lewan and a bunch of people were in the free section last time. I caught him in the hallway. So yeah, it's a good, I've only been once. Jacob's been like 4 times.
Everyone's favorite translator, Fabiano, in the bathroom.
There you go. How was it?
I'll be honest. He was just as charismatic as he appears on the mic. I mean, next thing we're just sitting there talking. Next thing we are just holding each other's dicks at the urinals. And
nice.
He's soft hands.
Nice. I could see that. Somebody asked, are food and drinks included? And the answer is yes. When you spend fucking $3,000 on a ticket, they better include the food and the drinks.
Food's good. It's a little chicken gumbo. Woo!
Yeah, I don't know.
God.
The second
Jesus
round
Christ.
of food. The first round of food, I did not particularly was impressed by. The second round, I was like, okay, now we go. Here we go.
Dude, they literally have like steak and potatoes.
I
and
did not have
fucking-
steak when I went. There was no steak.
There was steak here when I went.
Well, you had steak. I didn't have steak. It's on the vlog. Believe me.
Chicken.
I
There's like
recorded
whole
the food.
chickens. There's fucking lobster. There's
There's no.
Wagyus. There's
None of this is true. He stopped telling the truth about 4
There's
pieces
fucking
of food ago.
shrimp scampi. There's fucking.
I would take some scampi. There's no
some
scampi.
crawdads. There's some fucking
Okay.
catfish.
Listen, speaking of good food, I had the best cheesesteak of my entire life. It was unbelievable, and it's in the vlog. Check out the vlog. I forgot to promote the vlog in my quick picks video.
Yeah, you forgot
Normally-
to fucking wear pants. I don't know. I made a joke about that last week. Like, oh, we might get a scene of Angelo pantless because you were talking about your trip or whatever.
And I said I already recorded it.
yeah, and
you
sure
will.
as shit, there he is. It's like a weird. I don't get it. Like, just put
It's
the pants on. What makes you think? Do you consciously think this scene will be better if I start with my pants off and then put them on?
No, I say I'm going to record myself getting ready and just talking. I wear big boxer briefs. I'm not wearing tidy whities. Like, I wear boxer briefs. Everything's covered up, and I'm just getting ready. It's a very authentic getting ready,
It's
having
like
a
some
conversation
weird. I
moment.
put on Twitter. It's like it's got to be like some kink or something. I don't get it, man. Because it's a deliberate. It's like 3 or 4 times now you've had. It's like here's Angelo in the morning with his pants
if there's
off.
a vlog where there's an overnight and I'm getting ready, yeah, record myself getting ready. So yeah,
How about just start with the pants on? We know the pants go on. They go on somehow. We know. We don't need to see you putting the pants on. We know they go on. We all know how they go on.
your Instagram is loaded with shirtless weirdo thirst trap pictures, is it not?
Imagine if you look like me, you would be posting 10 times more than what I post.
Now imagine you have a 6-foot anaconda you're working with. So yeah, that's how you show it off without getting demonetized.
Put the fucking chair back, drop the pants, and let's see the print, or shut the fuck up. Let's see the print. Back up.
I
You
saw a
got good
clip.
lighting in there. Let's see the print.
I saw a guy. Two things. One, some dude.
Quick pivot here, huh?
Well, they pretend.
Nah, I get it.
Some guy
tell
went
me
in-
to do the same thing, and let's see what happens.
Okay, let's see it.
Yeah, I'm in a spot right now, Angelo. Well, it could happen if you told me, and then
You got worked up looking at the thumbnail. You got a little worked up. So two quick clips I saw that were funny that pertained. One is a dude went in to go yell at his son, and he was wearing like sweatpants shorts that were pulled up a little bit, and his son just goes, "No bulge is crazy." And then the dad, who was like mad at him, just couldn't help himself but laugh. What the fuck?
My large chest.
Why?
My large chest. My large chest.
So tune into the vlog, everyone. It's a great one. I literally just sat there and hate watched it. That and enough with the fucking
What
Big
now?
X the plug, man. Dude,
There was only one Big X to plug in there, and the song, and it
there
was
was
for the
fucking 4 of them. Did
There
you
was
even
2.
watch your own vlog?
There was 2. I didn't tell the only songs I told him to use 3 songs. One, I said use the Sopranos song, I'm going to Jersey. Okay. I did say use that I'm from Texas song while watching the Texas football game. That one seemed to fit. And then I said use the 925.
Dude, that song came out in
what a way to make a living.
2023. It is almost 3 years old, and you put it in every.
His internet just cut out. This is the problem. There it is. He's back.
You were the one that blacked out, not me.
No, it was you.
Ask the people. Type a 2 if it was me. Type a 1 if it was Angelo.
Well, anyway, watch the vlog. I normally, when I record the Sunday videos, I remind people, and I forgot to remind, so I'm telling you now. It's after the fact. We go on a little bit of trip. We have the greatest cheesesteak in the history. We do a little media room stuff. We watch the fights. Go ahead.
Look
and
at
watch
all
the
these fucking haters just spamming 2 just because they hate me. Minty, Bet Sam.
vlog. It was
Tyler
you.
McKenzie.
You froze.
No.
I am
Base
plugged
Brady.
in
These
to
are all
eat
the
the
fucking
internet.
haters
I'm not
in the
even
chat.
using
Charles Deal, DC Toves, Thomas Blackwell. All these fucking haters, man.
Yeah.
6'7".
Oh God, no. Guys, go to the website. On the website, we have everything you could ever need heading into a fight week. We have a whole slew of tools to teach a man to fish. We have a data analyzer. This will give you the data and information for every fighter and every card now and in the future. You want to get ahead of your 232 research?
6'7".
You can do that. This can't be real. You're too old to be doing that.
Did you see any high schoolers doing that?
High schoolers don't do that. That's an elementary school thing. That is not a
Really?
high school. Yes.
Oh.
That's all Tiff hears at school all day long.
I saw on TikTok like not a convention, but like in like a theater room, or I don't know what they call it, whatever. But just filled with fucking kids, and they're all going, ah!
Did you not? I saw the there was a at In-N-Out Burger where the next number up was 67. So he called it out, and there was like kids like, "Bleh." It's like, my God. But and the funniest part about that is nobody knows what it means. But I was just sent a meme
It means
today.
nothing.
Yeah. I was just sent a meme today that said kids nowadays 6'7", and it's like when we were kids, and it was like, suck it.
Oh, bullshit. That meant something. That meant get in there and suck this dick. 6'7" has no meaning. That's like fucking get on those fucking ropes and suck this shit, buddy. The Bronco Buster, what was it called? What was X-Pac's move?
I don't know.
The Bronco Buster. X-Pac would fucking yeah.
It is crazy how
So it's like
raunchy.
cover your ears, Minty.
It was crazy how raunchy WWE was in the 90s. Like, that's
Oh my
fucking
God,
nuts.
Dude,
It's crazy. There was like breasts out basically
my
at
God.
on
The
USA
puppies!
at 8
The puppies. JR's the puppies. The puppies.
It
Dude,
really
Val
is,
Venus, remember Val Venus coming out just in his towel and shit.
Yeah.
But the girls too. Yeah, the hot girls, the fucking
Tori,
Tori
skin
Tori
tights,
Wilson, what was it? Sable and fucking
Sable. That's who Brock Lesnar married.
and obviously fucking China, man. Jesus Christ, what a fucking body.
She
on
had
China.
what was that movie? One Night in China.
Holy shit. What?
She had a tape. You didn't know that? She had a full tape. One Night in China, it's called.
Was it good?
I only saw clips, and no, she's far too masculine.
She's
I know
was
it's
she
cool
still in her
now to be
prime,
a.
or was it later on?
No, it was like prime-ish. It wasn't like the late alcoholic version that was on the celebrity show there. Listen, we have a fight simulator. This simulates fights 100,000 times. It gives you the outputs.
Oh my God, she died fucking 10 years ago.
She did. Of what? How did she die? Alcohol?
Beauty. Too much beauty.
How I use the fight simulator is I run it, and then I check the individual outputs. More and more sports books are offering significant strike round lines, takedown round lines, and I just play the over-under on those using the results from the simulator. But you can use it to build DraftKings
Her
fantasy
tits
lineups.
weren't real?
You can't be that jacked and have natural fatty breasts.
It's a joke. Thank you, doctor.
No problem. We have the line movement tracker. This will give you the opening odds and current odds, win probability, and the line movement for every fighter and every card. We have a prop hunter curated set of data specifically designed to help you find prop bets. And we have a brand new optimizer that not only builds DraftKings fantasy tools, but also FanDuel fantasy lineups as well, with a brand new beginner mode for any of you who are just kind of dipping your toes
too.
in that water. And for those of you who like to do your own tape study and your own research, we have a tape index. Lines up all the fights for you now and in the future. You select your event, you select your fighter, you click the red play button.
Oh my God. She's got one night in China. She's got another night in China.
Oh God, it was
She's
a series.
got backdoor to China.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, I'm telling you.
God.
I'm telling you. She made her adult film debut in 2004 with the One Night in China.
I thought that was a leak. I didn't know that was like
released in 2024. She later appeared in a second adult video, Another Night in China, in 2009. And in 2011, she starred in her first professional pornographic film for Vivid, Backdoor to China.
Jesus Christ.
I wonder what that's about.
I wonder what the plot is there. Do you think that's about the trade wars?
That's got to be. Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, the East Chinese people were fucking
the Yakuza. No, that's
during
Japanese.
during the war they were Yeah, that's about that fucking trek they were taking.
The fallout from when the wall went down.
Yeah.
Listen, the tape index is going to be insanely helpful in about 2 months from now when the UFC is moving over to Paramount. Everybody's going to be scrambling to find the historical tapes to do the tape study for these events. Unlock literally everything. It's freaking $10 for all of it. There's no upsell. There's no cross sell. There's no weird tiers. There's no get them for 10 and then get them something else. No, it's $10. Everything instantly, one click. WeWantPicks.com, the greatest offering in this space. If you can find a better offering, I'll give it to you for free. It literally does not exist. Period. End of story. We got a couple of super chatterinos. Onwell to brrr. What's up, you lovely, handsome devils? So he watched the vlog. He watched me get ready. We appreciate you, Onwell. We have a Trey McVeigh. What up, y'all? Love the channel. We appreciate you, Trey. Thanks for being here. And Trey McVeigh again. Who do you guys think Charles Johnson should fight next? Much love.
Hey, his barber. I'm just kidding. Have you seen how long the fucking skull it is now?
No, is it like
oh my god, it's
Hulk
fucking,
Hogan long?
It's it's fucking wild. Let's see if I can show the video real fast.
Yeah, dude, the Hulk. I don't know who. I honestly give him a young prospect that he has no business beating because he seems to beat those people. So just keep doing that. Keep giving him undefeated prospects.
I mean, look at that thing.
It's bushy. Yeah, that's bushy.
You said what now?
It's bushy. It's flowy. It's bushy. It seemed pretty big back there.
Interesting adjective.
Why is that? And that's not. And I guess it is an adjective. It's a description. I was thinking verb. Any words?
I ain't a fucking retard.
Any words before we dive in? And Minty is here. Thanks for being here, Minty.
You think I just made it up?
No, I'm just catching up in the chat now.
You gonna get to your comment that you wrote? What the fuck is that?
Guys, wait until you hear this fart. That ain't me, dog. That ain't me. I'm signing up for Lifetime. Biggest mistake I made in life, not just paying the Lifetime. We do have. I always say no upsell, no.
Oh, this fucking retard again.
We do not. Oh, because he's not actually there. We don't have an upsell. Like everything is included in the package. What we do have are discounts for length of tenure. It's $10 a month. If you want to do an entire year, it's $100 for an entire year. That's $20 off. And then if you just do lifetime, forever, $300, that's the price forever. Never have to look at it again. So that's what he's talking about there. And another $1.99 from Jimmy Pocket. Angelo, how happy were you to see Hamdi cut? The funniest part about that is Hamdi was cut and Chris Barnett was not. So they really...
Why the fuck would you cut Chris Barnett? The hell did he do but just try his ass off, literally?
I mean, I agree. I agree. He lost his fight, but he stood up, showed his ass a little bit, tried to make something happen when he had a steroid cheat running at him.
A black man out of a job.
I like Chris Barnett. I have said that.
You said, why isn't he cut?
I didn't say, why isn't he cut? I said the best part is that
your exact words was, I can't believe this fucking idiot isn't cut yet. I hate him so much.
Those were not my exact words.
Oh.
That's illegal to say, put words in people's mouths.
What's it called, dumbass?
Well, words is
libel.
Slander. No, libel is written. Spoken is slander.
No.
Yes.
Slander is written.
No.
What's
Dumbass.
with that tone? What the fuck is
that's
that?
How you said it.
Frustration into that.
That
Jesus.
is how you
Holy
said
shit.
All right, Jesus Christ. Let's go. Here we go.
Hey, we're just trying to have some fun here.
I just mirrored your tone back to you.
Hey, man.
All right, let's go ahead and break down this card. Opening up the UFC Vegas 110 fight card, we have Talita, Alencar taking an Ariane Carnelossi. Talita, Alencar 6-1-1 in her career, 3-1-1 in her last 5. She is coming off that decision win over Vanessa Demopoulos. Taking on Ariane Carnelossi, 15-3 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5. She's coming back after a full year away. Talita Alencar is exactly what you expect her to be. She's an accomplished jiu-jitsu practitioner, but she does come out guns blazing. She will chase takedowns. She will look to get this fight to the ground immediately. When she's on the ground, she's busy. She will throw some strikes. She'll look for submissions. And even though she is a very accomplished grappler with actual accolades, she chills with the control instead of just chasing submissions, giving up positions. She is pretty strong, especially given her stature. She uses that strength to get you to the ground because her takedowns are not very clean, so she wants to rip you to the ground. She's taking on Ariane Carnelossi. She's aggressive. She's strong. She is willing to get into a firefight. Takedown defense is pretty atrocious, and that's kind of a problem for her because on the ground she doesn't have a ton to offer. But she's strong. She is gritty, and she can get offensive takedowns if she needs them.
This is like a muscle gerbil
Mommy
versus a muscle hamster. Would you agree?
Do you know who I compared Ariane Carnelossi to? Let's see if
you
get this reference.
Before you fucking say, I swear to God, this is my girl. So if you're fucking disrespecting her,
I'm not disrespecting her.
I'm just telling you, there's gonna be repercussions. So go ahead, tread fucking lightly.
I'll get to the reference in the context that I wrote it. Okay. It's a great reference.
I'm just saying.
All right. Well, Ariane's coming off that DQ win where Pereira Rodriguez took her down and intentionally headbucked the absolute shit out of her. Just wham! Just slammed her with her head. It was not an accident. There was no debating it. She just lit her up, which I don't even know why she did that. There was no reason to do that.
She's a fucking hot Latina, man. These girls run hot, Angelo. They run red hot.
It's not like she was losing. It just made no sense to do that.
That was lock of the week. You know that's one of the greatest lock of the weeks of all time.
Ariane was the lock of the week?
Yeah.
And she won by getting slammed in the face.
Wham! I was live for that. The rest of the night we kept wham! Because she literally just for no reason. Bam! It's crazy.
The easy math here is that Talita can get takedowns. She's a great grappler. Ariane doesn't really defend takedowns very well. And if you want to stick with that math, that should be fine. I'm going to pick Talita here. But my only concern is that this line is a little bit wide, and Talita does rely on strength to get takedowns. Here's your reference. But Ariane is built like Steve Latimer from the program. God, that's a good reference, too. You don't know the program?
No, but I'm going to Google. Do you want me to Google it? Because I'm about to Google it.
Yes.
Are we going to have a problem?
No. He's the handsomest guy in that football team.
Steve
Latimer from the program. Dude, that's a great. Man, I really thought you'd get that. Show the
No. Hey, thank you guys so much. Like the video, subscribe if you're new. I'm gonna head out, guys. And I appreciate you. I'm not gonna be live Saturday, but I will be at the fights. Follow my Twitter for maybe some live bets and stuff like that. So I'm out of here, guys. Have a good night.
Listen, you better come back. Listen, I'm going to pull up a picture for you guys. Here's one picture of Steve Latimer from the program. Hold on, there's more. I mean, it's if you've never seen the program, dude, this is the one. This is exactly it. Steve Latimer for the program. It's a 90s football movie where they were just juiced up on steroids. It's a good movie. It's very intense. It's very dramatic. It was a great reference on my part. And it's not an insult. Dude's jacked, best looking one on the team, as is she. Listen, I am going to pick Talita Alencar here because I do think she can get it to the ground and there is a skill gap on the ground. So I think she can win this fight. The reality is, though, Ariane is strong. She is tough. And if she can defend a couple of these takedowns, it's going to get dicey quick. So Talita's the pick. These odds seem a little wide to me. I'm probably going to leave this one alone. Jacob, what do you think?
Guys, I'm Mr. Honesty. I'm always fucking fully transparent with everyone. You'll have cappers with bias. Everyone's got predetermined bias, whether for different fighters, for some people, different races. People just have specific people that are biased towards, but they won't tell you that they're biased. I'm always open and honest. There are 8 former Lock of the Weeks on this card. I can't wait to see them all fight. I'm excited about it. I'm going to be fucking biased for every single one. I'll give you some reasons why, but I'm going to be biased for every single one because the lock of the weeks have a special place in my heart. And Ariane Carnelossi was one of the greatest lock of the weeks of all time with the DQ win. Toughed that shit out, baited her into it, said something to her. Wham to your mother is what she said to Ariane, and we cashed out big on the DQ. I'm going Ariane here. Talita is going to have the forward pressure. She's a tough, wild girl that can kind of muscle takedowns. And Ariane's also a very, stout individual, a strong woman, beautiful, all this stuff. She's kind of a tight striker. I mean, she kind of strikes like with her muscles. Her grappling's a little stiff as well. I worry about her in this fight, but I'm picking Ariane Carnelossi, and hopefully you can read into that.
Somebody pointed out a 20% takedown accuracy versus a 14% takedown defense. And both of these women are going to want to, like, Ariane.
Eventually, if this stays on the feet, Ariane eventually will wear Talita down because she'll just get in there and
she panics.
She'll just fucking, I'm talking just a striking, just getting the fucking.
No, I'm saying Talita panics on the feet if she can't get takedowns. She just starts swinging crazy. Yeah, she's got pressure.
She doesn't really have any striking. Imagine if Jacqueline Amarim had the tenacity of a Talita Alencar. Because she shot that one fight, she shot like almost 30 takedowns and never stopped. Like she just kept trying and kept trying and would throw strikes and fucking, it's amazing what a little heart can do for somebody.
Agreed. $9,000 in DraftKings Fantasy.
How about your fucking enlarged heart?
I was going to make a Steve Latimer heart joke because he does have heart issues in that.
Yeah, okay.
And I decided not to.
Yeah, but I saw it. I felt the energy anyway. Yeah, I felt the energy anyway.
He got out in front of it.
You enlarged heart. Fucking. You know how many hearts a pig has?
They have. No, how many?
I think you only have one.
That was like that clip of that Matan on Bad Friends. And they were talking about, what's his name, wrestling. And he... the redhead goes, "What weight class do you think you wrestled in?" And Matan goes, "I thought sumo only had one weight class." Nailed it. Dude, that was a bad story, dude. That was top 5 worst stories I've ever told. I get it. My brain was just not,
like when you
it was bad. No, I knew immediately it was bad.
But like when your brain cues it up, you don't think like, is this going to have a payoff or not? Because there should be a nice little quick process of being
when my brain cued it up, I knew it was Bobby Lee, I knew it was Andrew Santino, and I was going to paint the picture. We were going to get there. And then when the words started coming out of my mouth, I forgot both their names, and I'm just watching the video in my head, and I'm not saying the words. I blew it. I was there, and then it just didn't come out.
The old skin flute.
Listen, guys, when you're done playing the skin flute, go over to WeWantPicks.com and become a premium member. It's only $10 for an entire month. $10 for a month. I cannot express enough how little money that is. I cannot express enough how that has remained the same price point for years. As a dollar has become worth less, we have added more to premium. It is freaking $10. It was $10 in 2023. It is $10 in 2025. It'll be $10 in 2026. Well, WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top.
If I finish this year strong, that thing's going up and over.
We're raising it. Next up, at UFC Vegas 110, we have Phil Rowe taking on Seok Ko in a surprisingly early
accent there.
Seok Ko. I'm like I'm saying his name.
Code switching?
To what code? Konami? I'm down. left, right, A, B, start. Listen, Phil Rowe that was a great joke. I need this chat to catch up. That was a fucking fantastic joke. Phil Rowe being this early on the fight card is a bit surprising. Would you agree with that? You like Phil Rowe a lot. Would you agree?
This is a fucking banger fight. A lot of people hate on this card. There's so many good matchups on this card and so many like dog type fighters. This is a really good fight.
Yeah, I agree. It's a good fight. And Phil Rowe's a bit of a name. Like he's not going to main card. He's not going to main card a pay-per-view, but he's established enough to not be the second fight of the night. Also, the live chat the vibes are checking out. People understood the Konami Contra code, 99 lives. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate you. We got Phil Rowe taking on Seok Ko. Phil Rowe, 11-5 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He has coming off that incredible comeback win over Angelo. Seok Ko is 12-2 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5. He is coming off his first UFC win. Phil Rowe, long-rangey striker. He does a pretty good job using that length, finding power, maintaining distance. His ground game is solid as well. He just doesn't really have the wrestling to dictate if it goes there or not. Despite managing that range pretty well, he is a little bit hittable. You could see that in his negative striking differential, but he's coming off that come-from-behind victory over Angelo, where he was down 2 rounds, needed a finish, and then found that finish. He's taking on Seok Ko. This guy's a heavy-handed striker in his own right. He can work in a couple of takedowns. He is very, very stiff, but with that stiffness does come power. He's not stiff?
I don't know. Never been around the guy.
It's like, think John Jones, Hezbollah type stiff. He's not particularly fast, but he is insanely powerful. Everything he throws is heavy. Half of the time it is wild. He's got a decent sprawl. If he is taken down, there's not much going on for him there, but he's a fun guy to watch. He has power in exchanges. He's got a weird stance that confuses some people. He's coming off that decision win over Oban Elliott, where he worked in 6 offensive takedowns, and it is those 6 takedowns that make me think he can win this fight. I picked against Phil in his last fight, and for 12 minutes, I looked like I knew what the hell I was talking about. And then he found that comeback. His opponent gassed. He didn't. He found the finish. The problem is Phil Rowe is very talented, but he can be hesitant, and he could take a little while to get going, and that first round is gone. And you have somebody like Ko with insane power and the ability to shoot some takedowns. I think it makes Phil even more hesitant. So Ko is going to be the pick here. He's not a guy that you can fully rely on because his stance is a little weird, and he does get a little crazy, and Phil Rowe has shown us on more than one occasion he can win a fight while being behind on the scorecard. So Ko is going to be the pick. The odds feel a little too wide for me against somebody as established as Phil Rowe. What do you think, Jacoby?
Yeah, another biased, full transparent pick for me here, but I'll give you some reasons why. Phil Rowe, another former lock of the week. That's my boy. Philly Fresh, one of the greatest lock of the weeks of all time against fucking Nico Price. The comeback, Nico had him, walking him down. Nico's a dog. Boom, sticks to left hand. Boom, boom, boom. And we go absolutely fucking insane. One of my favorite lock of the weeks of all time. But his striking is just that. When he lands on people, there's something about him and David Onama as well on this card that they just fucking stick people. Like, their boxing is so fucking just tight and just fucking, like, just on point. It feels like they just fucking stick people when they hit him. And Phil Rowe, when he finally starts going downhill, is one of the scariest people in this fucking division. How accurate he is and how he can just fucking stick people with his range as he's walking you down. If he gets you hurt, it's a very terrifying thing if you're on the other end of that. But as you mentioned, sometimes it just keeps him, or takes him a little bit just to kind of get flowing in a fight. The Neil Magny fight, it's like, just don't clinch with this guy and you're going to win. It's stick, stick, stick. And then the clinch, you hate seeing that. But in this matchup with Ko's stance and how hittable he can be, he relies a lot on just head movement with that karate hands low a little bit. And when you're against a long guy that can keep that pressure and catch you on the end of a punch, Ko's been knocked out before. I think both his losses are knockouts, and maybe in the first and maybe another second round, something like that. Phil, when he touches people, he fucking hurts people, and his grappling's underrated. He can't get taken down, but he works hard on the ground. And I put a tweet out a couple weeks ago of like the biggest dogs in each division, and I put Phil Rowe in this division. People are like, Phil Rowe. I'm telling you, Phil Rowe is a fucking dog. He doesn't look like it early sometimes. He's making his reads, but when push comes to shove, you saw that in the Angelo fight, had success in the second round, got knocked down, almost finished, came out that third round, got it done. Same thing with the Nico Price. He's an absolute fucking dog. I got to take my boy Philly Fresh here, and I think he win by knockout.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with him being a dog. I don't think he wins this fight, but I agree with him being a dog because he's not a traditional dog like a Nate Landwehr where he's just like crazy, but he's a dog in that he will not quit on himself.
He's not a bitch.
He's not a bitch. Yeah, exactly. It does not matter what those scorecards are. He will continue to try to win that fight. And to your point, even if he's in trouble, he does not find a way out. He continues to work through it. So I agree with that.
He's such a good boxer, man. If you don't realize, like, he's such a good boxer. When he lets his hands go, it's like another person that kind of like just sticks people, like when they box, just is like Jack Della Maddalena. Phil Rowe strikes like Jack Della Maddalena. I mean, he just fucking sticks and it's fucking accurate. I love his boxing.
He's just a little gunshot. I agree with everything you're saying. He just takes too much time to hit a flow and get going. He's also every bit of that 6'3". I met him at UFC 307, whatever. I didn't even talk to him. I just saw him and whatever. Because he was hanging out.
Damn it, Angelo. I hate name dropping. I really do. And my friends are like an Amanda Hebos. Yeah. Did I take pictures and talk to Tracy Cortez? I did. Have I taken pictures with the champion Mackenzie Dern? I have. Do I talk to Youssef Zalal, who's going to be the champion? Yeah, I do on occasion. Did Mitch Raposo just DM me earlier today and say, I appreciate the support? He did, but I'm not the guy that's just going to keep name dropping like an Isaac Dolgarian. I know I have a picture with David Onama, but I don't want to keep going. I don't want to be that guy. But since you wanted to be that guy, I just got a picture for you right here. That's me and Philly Fresh. Same type, same height too.
There you go. Was he sitting?
Same height.
He was sitting. Yeah, because I was talking to Charles Johnson. He came over to talk to Charles Johnson. I was like, fuck, he is tall.
This was at the end. This was at the right after the main event there, and fucking where was this one? This was this was in Tampa. Yeah, so that was fucking That was the end of the main card there, and what a night.
That looked like a fun night. Listen, 8,800 in DraftKings Fantasy for Co.
7'4".
7,400 in DraftKings Fantasy for Phil Rowe. I mean, if you guys are convinced, as Jacob is, that Phil Rowe could find a finish here, then yeah, $7,400 is worth it. He did it in his last fight. Personally, I think Co may be worth the money, not because I think he'll finish Phil, but if he works in those 6 takedowns and he gets his hands going, if he gets a knockdown and a handful of takedowns, that's worth why does your camera like refuses to focus? Crazy.
I mean, let me fucking fix technology. I don't know what to do, Angelo.
Mine focuses. What do you have? A Logitech, whatever the hell? Dude, that smile, the unfocused smile is crazy. It's just like,
yeah, but because look.
Oh, again, Jesus, dude, what a day that was.
No, I had fucking blinked during the fucking when I took it. I don't know. It's fucking Mackenzie Dern. It's like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah. Oh, she's got a beautiful smile.
Thank you.
Yeah,
have I taken a picture of Fluffy? I have taken a picture of Fluffy.
If you need a tiebreaker, go get one on the website. Not only do you get my picks, Jacob's picks, we have BetSam, we have Artem, and then we have an artificial intelligence picking fights based solely off of historical data.
How about this guy? You want to
check it all out? WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. Yeah, he's on.
You want to talk about me?
That dude's about to fuck up some chicken tenders.
Dude, can I say that guy Cheeto was a fucking sweetheart, man. I was like, can I get a picture? He's like, yeah, man. He's like, yeah.
Hey, how about you're familiar with the term douchebag, right? And a douchebag is like it's hard to put into words what in real life a douchebag is what old women use to clean out their stale vaginas. And it's a term used for
what the
people,
fuck are you talking about?
Oh, I'm getting somewhere. It's a term used for people that are acting like assholes, like go clean some old woman's stale vagina. This gentleman here, Adam Tormey, says, back to the fight, Dutches. He can't even spell douche right. He is officially a douchebag.
You set that whole thing up just because Correct. He misspelled the word. That's by so insane.
He misspelled it by a lot. Alex, $1.99 spatial donate for Jacob.
Thank you, Alex.
Brother Spatial, appreciate you. And
Are we almost done?
Pay-per-view trailers wants to know how much is premium. I'm glad you asked. It's $10, but if you sign up for a year, it's $100. But you want lifetime? Only $300. We want picks.com.
Let's see who can send in a super chat without a typo. Let's see who can do it. I was trying to think of a way to set that up better.
I almost made a slide that was like, Jacob will do things at the Apex for super chats. like yell
What,
something.
you like
out.
trying to fucking pimp me out? What the fuck kind of disrespectful shit is that?
It was gonna
You're
be
pimping
funny.
me out?
Like when people go on Kick and they just walk into public places and have to yell whatever nonsense, or they have a
I don't
speaker that
fucking
just
sit around
shouts
watching
nonsense.
Kick.
Yeah, no, me neither. Next up at
We gotta
UFC
fucking-
Vegas.
Oh, whoa. Let's not skip over this $4.99. Bub Collins says, Jacob, you're the motherfucking man. I hope you know Uncle Weezy as well. He's a legend in this space. I has him for a story time, so I'll ask you, can we get a story? What?
Tell a story.
I ask him for story time, so I'll ask you, can I get a story? Is it supposed to be fictional or non-fictional?
You tell it and we'll decide.
So there was this rabbit.
But like, not an Angelo story.
Yeah, there was this rabbit, right? His name was Travis the rabbit, and he lived in I think it was South Texas, somewhere around El Paso, something like that. So he was bilingual. He knew Spanish, he knew English. But he had these fucking dreams every night. He would fucking lay down in this little rabbit hole, man. He would be fucking in there, just fucking burrowed in. He'd have these dreams of being like, Texas is great. But what about fucking Maine? What about fucking Alaska? Why can't I travel the world? So you know what he did, Angelo?
What do you do?
He fucking got out of his rabbit hole and he started walking. I swear to God, man. This fucking rabbit, Travis the rabbit, this motherfucker hippity-hopped all across the fucking country, through Alaska, over the strait, down through Asia, down through fucking the Middle East, through Africa, back up into Europe.
We gotta
We're
be done.
talking about going up to the North Pole, down to the South Pole, got on a fucking spaceship to the moon, because you know why, Angelo?
Why?
You gotta chase your dreams, baby. You gotta chase your dreams.
Fiction. Next up, at UFC Vegas 110, we have the Gooner fight of the evening. We have Alice, OnlyFans Ardelean, taking on Montserrat Ruiz. Alice Ardelean, 10-7 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5. She is coming off her first UFC win, taking on Montserrat Ruiz, 10-4 in her career, 2-3 in her last 5. She is on an unfortunate 3-fight skid. Montserrat Ruiz is a Mexican national wrestling champion.
You know what's so funny? You heard what her nickname is?
Canelo?
The Mad Rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
And
You just told that ridiculous story about a rabbit going to Maine?
Dude, nothing is real, man. Nothing is real, man.
Well, this was on the screen when you told that story.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
I'll bet you. I'll bet. You want to bet? Yeah, I thought
Yeah, give
so.
me just a second here.
Yeah. I'll let you do. I'll let you decide. What did we bet last week? It was like $50 to pay out $1,200.
Oh, wow.
No, I don't remember what it was. I'm being
Oh.
serious.
Well, it was Mario Batista getting a first-round KO, and he nearly got a second-round one.
Oh, he did. With that, he almost broke the. He might have gotten a TKO by breaking that ankle. That was crazy.
You're not going to break an ankle with an ankle lock. Grow up. You need fucking torque on it.
First of all, it wasn't an ankle lock. It was a toe hold. That will break an ankle. A heel hook will break your knee.
Let me ask you, Angelo, in your fucking 45 years of fucking grappling, how many times have you been in the gym and an ankle is snapped from a toe hold? Go ahead.
I have been in the gym.
The answer is 0.
No, I have been in the gym.
It better be in the hundreds. It better not be one example.
I have heard tendons go with a
not
toe hold that's
broken.
gone too far.
Okay, so the answer was 0.
Well, that's broken. The tendons rip.
You literally just said, I can't believe his ankle didn't break. You're not going to break an ankle from a
I
goddamn
didn't
toe
say I
hold.
can't believe. This is the 5th time you just keep
God.
I did not say I can't believe. I said he could have.
But he couldn't have. You've never seen it.
Of course he could have. Guys, Montserrat's a Mexican national wrestling champion, and she fights like one. She's got tenacity. She's got takedowns. She'll just kind of run forward chaotically and look for some takedowns. If she gets the takedowns, she'll look to maintain some control. She'll throw a whole bunch of strikes. But while she is an accomplished wrestler, she is hittable, and she herself can be taken down. She's coming off that TKO loss to Eduardo Mora, where that's exactly what happened. Taking on Alice Ardelean. Alice Ardelean is probably, I would categorize her as a busy striker. She'll mix in a bunch of different techniques. She'll come forward. Not the most technically sound, can be a little bit sloppy, but she is busy. She is a gamer, and she can get after it. She'll get into a dogfight. She will chase finishes. She'll hang tough. She does have a lot of losses, 7, but if you dig a little deeper, a couple of those were screw jobs on the decisions, and one of them's to Wei Li Zhang. The reality is Alice Ardelean is not spectacular in skills, but she is tough. She is gritty. She is determined, and she's actually the better fighter here. Outside of just a non-stop Jalton Almeida style wrestle game plan, Alice Ardelean should be the better fighter in most aspects here. She's certainly the bigger dog, like just art type dog. Alice Ardelean's going to be the pick. Minus 400 seems absolutely obscene, but sometimes you just have to look at the opponent, and I think this is going to make some sense come fight night. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, this is honestly probably like minus 200 Alice with minus 200 added on just because of the size of Montserrat Ruiz. She's just too small. I mean, it really is a shame because she was getting takedowns on Jacqueline Amorm, kept getting swept. She got a takedown on fucking big-ass Edward Mara. Immediately, Edward Mara just literally went like this. And just literally just like there was not even an actual sweep. She literally like just fucking like Angelo with his fucking wife and just fucking buries her. Like that, like that's how fucking easy it was to just sweep her. She's just such a tiny girl for this fight. 5'70".
It's 5 foot. I don't know where the 7 came from. I must have forgot to hit delete. I think I deleted the quote sign instead of the 7.
You're drunk. She's just so small. It really is a shame because she is talented. She's got wrestling. She's got grappling. She is tough. She's improving her boxing. Hasn't fought in a couple years against a girl, Alice, who I've seen in person. I mean, I watched her fight Melissa Martinez, and she got finished in that 3rd round. It is what it is. But I thought Melissa was going to fucking smoke this girl. She showed that she also is equally as tough, has the better striking, can hold her own in the grappling, and even if she gets taken down, Ruiz can't really hold people down with her size, unfortunately. So I'm a big fan of Montserrat Ruiz, but I just feel like she's just too small there's just not a weight class for her. She's just too small, so it is what it is. I got to go Alice, and I think it's half abilities and half just pure size.
Yeah, Alice should win it. She's just tough and gritty, so even if there are a couple of takedowns early, I don't think it's going to matter at all. Look at the strike numbers. Montserrat Ruiz lands fewer than 1 significant strike per 5 minutes. She's just trying to get after the wrestling immediately. I don't necessarily think it's going to work here. Alice is going to be the pick. $9,300 in DraftKings Fantasy also seems a bit absurd for a woman who has 1 win in the UFC, and it wasn't a finish. But, wait, was it a finish? What was her last fight? I'm forgetting it. Anyway, point is, Montserrat is getting finished in these losses. So Alice could find a finish here. I'm probably not going to spend the $9,300, but it's not the worst price card or price tag we've ever seen. If you do want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool.
So, just real quick, somebody said, remember Mizuki beat Almarine. This is not an Almarine situation. Alice Ardelean is not going to just fucking get tired. She's not a quitter. Yeah, she's not going to just get tired. And Almarine didn't quit, but
she didn't quit. But so I
wish you would have quit. That would have helped my night. I mean, my God, I played that fight fucking perfectly. Yeah. I had Almarine 1st round sub for just a little sprinkle. She was on her back and kind of almost hit that. And then instead of playing Almarine like everybody else in the world, I had fight does not go the distance. That should have hit 3 different ways.
Yeah. No, listen, I in my recap video, which was nice to film at 3:00 in the afternoon. In the recap video, I was like, listen, I'm about to say some things about her, and you're just going to assume it's me coping. But the reality is there's only 2 things a fighter can control. They can control the decisions they make inside of a fight, and they can control their cardio. Outside of that, it's a lot of natural ability. Well, correct. So they can't control.
Nothing is ever your decision, technically, if there's a plan.
In that fight, she made terrible decisions. She shot a blast double immediately, was on top, decided to roll for an armbar like an asshole. She made terrible decisions, and she got tired. The two things she can control, she didn't do well. So screw her. Got to be mad at her. Meanwhile, Mateusz Rebecki went in there, made good decisions.
Are you going to make out with this
Didn't
guy?
get tired. Mateusz Rebecki?
I've heard that you just keep talking about it. Like every reference is when it has to do
the
with
other one
toughness.
was
What
before
about
we were
Rebecki?
live,
Some
but
people
nobody
just aren't
heard that
built
before.
like that. You're not built
Well,
like that.
This is a sport for professional fighters. Be fighting. Tough.
If everybody was tough, nobody would be tough. You understand? If everybody was rich, nobody would be rich. You understand?
Yeah, I get it. $1.99 from no. Okay, Bob. I'm gonna save this one
Jacob,
for a little bit.
A real story, a funny one.
We'll come back to this. We will save this. We're not going
So this
back
guy
to
that
back.
used to live across the street from me used to cut.
Onwell to $1.99. I promise, Bob. We'll get back to that. $1.99. My ex who cheated on me texted me. What do I do? You take the phone, you hold it up to your ass, and you send her a voice memo of you farting, and move on with your life. She cheated. She sucks.
I think it's what you do. Okay.
Beg her to come back and say you're sorry.
No, I think you entertain it. I think you tell her you're still in love. She's gonna come back. I think you have some consensual sex. I think you blow a load in her. I think you get her pregnant, and then you fucking disappear. You fucking disappear. You leave her with the kid. She's got to think about it forever. That's how you get her back.
That is how you do it. So good luck with that, Onwell. $2 from Rodriguez. I used the tools. I hit a 4-leg parlay on significant strikes. Well, congratulations. Appreciate that. That is where the fight simulator shines. The fight simulator absolutely is crushing the over-unders for significant strikes, especially when there's a wide margin. So congratulations to you. $2 super chat from Space Monkey. Ange, how would you submit Jacob next time you roll? Well, when we fought, I submitted him twice.
You never submitted me.
It's on camera. You tapping is on camera.
I tapped the submission?
Yes, dumbass.
I tapped because you were laying on me. What the fuck are we talking about?
And
the choke wasn't even in the second that we rolled over and you laid. I'm like, get him the fuck off of me. Yeah, it is on tape. There's no choke in. I'm not struggling. I'm like, get this guy off my fucking back.
So I tapped him with the rear naked choke, and I could pretty much do whatever I want to him. He also hasn't been back, so he's not getting any better. So will not be an issue again. Next up, at UFC Vegas 110, we have another important fight to the division that is surprisingly early on this card. This could very well have been the featured fight of the night, and I don't think anybody would complain. One of these women basically just fought for a title. The other one is on a...
Wait, you just said what?
If this was the featured fight of the evening, who would complain? Dude, Norma Dumont is knocking on the door of a title shot, and Ketlen Vieira basically just had it.
I understand there's a difference between like a fight that means something for the division, which this one does. Which is
what this is, yes.
And like entertaining.
Who's the featured fight of the evening?
Better than this.
Let's see.
This is Norma dancing around, pumping a jab, and Ketlen just following around.
Wells and Temba Garimbo.
Yeah, that is fucking entertainment times 1,000 of this fight. Jeremiah Wells dude falls down throwing shit. Just runs in the cage. That guy is pure entertainment by himself. Put him in there by himself, and I'd like it more.
Or he shoots a million takedowns, just lays on top, which is what he's done in the past. As has Temba
Not
Garimbo.
Against Jeremiah.
Has Temba Garimbo.
Has.
I said that correctly. We have Ketlen Vieira taking on Norma Dumont. Ketlen Vieira, 15-4 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5. She is alternating wins and losses, taking on Norma Dumont, 12-2 in her career, 5-0 in her last 5, looking for her first UFC finish. Ketlen Vieira's a giant. She's massive for this weight class. You're going to see the stats in the next slide. On paper, she's not going to be much bigger, but I promise you, in reality, in execution, she will be bigger.
What will be bigger?
Ketlen, just sheer volume and size.
Oh.
She's going to come forward. She's got decent takedowns, decent trip work. She'll try to hold you against the cage. She will just continue to march forward. She likes to keep control. She likes the pressure. If she ends up on top, she will pound away. She's not insanely fast. She's not insanely athletic, but she is big. She is strong, and she is fundamentally sound. She is coming off that decision win over Macy Chasson, where the control is what got it done. She's taking on Norma Dumont, solid striker. She's relaxed. She's patient in the cage. The striking is technical. The takedown defense is good. If you look at her strike differential, she lands almost 4 significant strikes per minute and is only hit with about 2 in return. On top of that technical striking, she's got solid grappling. The takedowns are not great, but she does have 17 takedowns in 10 UFC fights. She's coming off that win over Irene Aldana, where she didn't wrestle at all, but the striking was on full display. This is definitely a technique versus size matchup. There is a world where Ketlen just holds Norma against the cage, like a Holly Holm fight, basically. But Norma Dumont should be too fast, too clean, too technical. I think she dances around her. I think she dots her up. And I think Norma Dumont extends this win streak. So Norma's going to be the pick. This line is expanding, but it is doing so very slowly. But I'm pretty confident in Norma here. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I got you want a funny story here. I'll tell my funny story right now because it has to do with not this fucking fight.
Oh, I had already. There we go.
It has to do with this fight because not Norma's last fight, but the last time I was at the Apex with Angelo. I'm a fan of the sport, Angelo. You know, I'm a fan of different fighters. I'm a fan of women. I'm a fan of men. I'm a fan of a few, all sorts of races and nationalities and religions. It doesn't. So if I see somebody, I'm like, oh, I'm a fan of them. Sometimes I'll pull out my camera and I'll just, I'll take a picture of them or film or be like, yeah, this is my, and I'm a fan of Norma Dumont. So she was cornering her man, I believe, and she's walking in. I'm like, oh, let me just take a little quick film of Norma, and what's going
caught
on?
Him.
I mean,
she caught him.
I mean, I'm just fucking. I mean, she's just in the corner, and I'm just taking a video of. I'm a fan of Norma. I just fucking, hey, there's Norma Dumont, and she looked right at me, and I think the look says, I appreciate that.
That definitely says, thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate the support. That's definitely what that look says.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Norma Dumont. I actually, minus what's the odds on this now? Minus 160.
Yep.
Let's see.
Minus 160.
Minus 163 now on Bet Online. It feels like she should just dominate this fight. Ketlen in her last couple fights has just kind of hugged to win, all control. And even that Macy fight, she wasn't even getting the takedowns. Macy, literally just took herself down, and Ketlen was like, oh, shit, okay, well, I guess we'll just hang out here. Dude, Norma Dumont, I put a tweet out last week when I was watching film on Norma Dumont, and I would advise everybody to go watch that Irene Aldana fight, because Irene Aldana is a fucking really good boxer. She's one of those Lobo boxers. I mean, it's kind of all she does, but she's a really good boxer. Norma Dumont fucking beat the fuck out of her with this fucking flick jab that she throws out there, the footwork, the combinations. Irene Aldana was walking her down the entire fight. She's backing up 15 minutes, just pumping her with the jab. And I said Norma Dumont might be the fucking the best boxer in the UFC. I'm not even fucking joking. Her boxing is so crisp these days. She used to be kind of just like, she's going to get some takedowns, some control, and she was kind of that. Her boxing is so good. And Ketlen is a counter striker that isn't really that fast. She walks people down, baits them into throwing. She wants to counter strike with big strikes. She's going to be too slow for Norma. Norma's going to be backing up, footwork, sticking that jab, moving. Unless Ketlen is able to just kind of hug and steal minutes, and maybe we get some not fucking UAE judges in here and they reward the hugging. But Angelo, I'll be there, so I'll be making sure to be like, they're hugging, there's no damage, because I fucking manipulate the judges. So if Ketlen tries the hugging game. Another funny story here with the Apex is I said that one time about a fighter that got taken down. I said, he just wants to hug you to win. And somebody on the other side of the stands goes, hug him to win. I can't remember if that was when you were there or not. But
it was. It wasn't it. It was he lost to Thiago Moises.
I can't remember. I can't remember what fight it was, but I was like, he just wants to hug you to win. The guy goes, hug him to win.
Yeah.
I don't let that shit slide when I'm at the apex. I like Norma here, and I honestly think she can dominate this fight. Her boxing is so fucking crisp. I don't think Ketlen's just going to shoot a takedown and get it on Norma Dumont. So maybe
Ketlen
some hugging a little bit, but I like Norma.
Yeah, and Ketlen doesn't shoot takedowns. She bullies you to the ground. She gets you to the cage. She trips. She
And I don't know
drags.
if you've seen, like I said, I'm a fan of Norma Dumont. So I don't know if you've seen some of her training pictures, but she's in shape. She's jacked up. She's shredded up. But Mama don't lose that butt.
Who's that? Oh, there it goes. It didn't focus.
How you can look at this picture from 10 million miles away, and you should know who that is.
It was hard to tell. Listen, both of us are on the Norma Dumont side. $8,600 in DraftKings Fantasy. That probably is not worth it because if she does not grapple at all, which I doubt she will, and she's just going to be the faster, cleaner striker, we likely end in a 15-minute fight where she has an impressive performance, but that doesn't score well in DraftKings Fantasy. But if you want to see what the optimizer has to say or what the fight simulator has to say, check it out. Those will give you projections for the points that both of these fighters will score. It'll also tell you how many strikes they think these fighters land along the way, and you could take that number, take it to a Prize Picks, an Underdog, or a sportsbook. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It is only $10 for an entire month's worth of access, and that month will get you 2 cards, the next 2 cards, then UFC 322, then UFC Qatar. So we've got 4 solid cards. A
UFC Cab Qatar.
Cater. $1.99 from Unwell to Brr. I love Jacob's idea. I'm going to do that. Good luck.
Base that turkey, baby. What do you call it?
Call what?
Mm-hmm.
Next up at UFC Vegas 110, we have Donte Johnson taking on Sedriques Dumas. Donte Johnson. I clicked the button. There we go. Donte Johnson is undefeated. He is making his official UFC debut after a tenure on the Contender Series, taking on SD Dumas. SD Dumas is 10-3, 2-2-1 in his last 5, and he is still gluing his nuts back together after what happened at Noche. Donte Johnson, short notice guy. He's short notice in this fight. He was short notice in his last fight. He's plenty used to quick turnarounds and weight class changes. Style-wise, he's really good at jumping in and out of the pocket. He will try to avoid what comes back his way. He does a really good job throwing in some volume. When he engages, he puts up numbers. He can overwhelm people. He's a little twitchy, but he's confident and he can find finishes. He's got pretty good power. I'm assuming at middleweight, he'll have even more power. He's fast. He's athletic. And he is very early in his career. He's evolving at a remarkable pace. He's coming off that win in the Contender Series where he punched his ticket to the big show. He's taking on SD Dumas. This guy's a hot mess disaster. His personal life is an absolute mess. His rap sheet is ridiculously long. He is fighting on this card, so we're going to break him down. It was kind of added, a week or 2 ago? This is kind of a last-minute slap together. Style-wise, SD can kind of do all the things. He has okay takedowns, okay kickboxing. He does use his technique pretty well, or tries to. The chin is decent. He's not going to quit if things get tough, although in the last fight he got kicked in the nuts and put on the performance of a lifetime. He is coming off that fight with Zach Reese at Noche. And it wasn't more than, 5-6 weeks ago that Donte stepped up on short notice to fight on the Contender Series at heavyweight. This fight is at middleweight. And I had some concerns because the normal weight class for him is light heavyweight. So that introduces some nuances here and what's he going to look like? What's his cardio going to be?
Oh, don't
Check
worry.
the Instagram. He looks fucking
don't worry.
Fantastic. It's
I've
crazy.
got that one.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy. That dude was like a chubby heavyweight 6 weeks ago.
He was 209 pounds. You keep saying he's a heavyweight. He was
That's a heavyweight.
209 pounds. Yeah, barely.
I get it, but he was also chubby. It's not like he
What do you mean? He was that picture. That picture in front of you is his Contender Series picture. That's a chubby man to you? What the fuck are you if that's chubby? What the fuck are you? What the fuck are you?
That's not the Contender Series picture.
What else would it be?
a picture now.
He hasn't gone through media day yet. That's his Contender Series picture. What the fuck are you if that's chubby?
Donte Johnson. Here, I'll pull up pictures. Let me pull up pictures. Here's a picture.
This is his Contender Series fight. That literally is during the fight. What the fuck is that?
That one, yeah, he's screaming, yelling like this. And that, for the one you just showed, is not the same thing. Anyway.
I know, this is his Contender. This is now the picture you're looking at next to you is from his Contender Series fight. The one next to you.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And you're saying that's a chubby guy. What the fuck are you? Look at that guy. That guy's chubby right there.
That's not the Contender Series picture. This is from a 205-pound fight.
Oh, my God, dude.
I photoshopped this. Listen, here's the reality. He wins this fight. That's the only thing that matters. SD Dumas is selling his clothes on the internet. This guy is fighting for $1. He's only going to get half his paycheck because he's not winning this fight. Donte Johnson is the pick. He could probably find a finish here. He can do what he wants. He's not going to quit. The fact that his body transformed the way that it did in just 6 weeks tells you how hard he's working. Donte Johnson is the pick. The odds can get wider and wider here, and I'll still be just as confident. What do you think, Jacob?
I'm excited about this Donte Johnson guy. And if I remember right, I think he won us a ton of money. I think he sparked the entire train thing. I think we played him under a half a round or something. I can't remember. But I watched the tape on this guy, and I'm pretty sure I was like, yeah, we're fucking betting this guy. Because he's been fighting heavyweights, not fully heavyweight. I mean, he was up at, like, I think 217, 219 for a couple of his fights. Fought a couple times at heavyweight, like 207, 208. So it's not like he was like 250, 260. But he was fighting people that were like 230, 240, 250 pounds. He's just fucking holding these guys. He brings crazy power, crazy power, crazy pressure, and he's got wrestling that he hasn't really even needed to use yet. He's a really, really high-level wrestler. This guy SD, you know, if you look at the people that he's beat have a combined record, I think, of 5-15, and 4 of those wins are from Cody. So he's fought 2 people that have 1 UFC win between them. He's not really beaten the even like decent level guys, and then the people he's losing to, he's fucking getting like flatline. He doesn't like the pressure. And if you watch that Zach Reese fight, he came out in that fight like he wasn't dialed in with the hands up. He was like doing like weird hand movements and just kind of like head moving in and out. And it's like, it was almost like he wasn't even taking that moment serious. Like he wasn't like the dialed in, you know, Dumas thought we've seen with level changes and tight boxing. He was like doing, I'm like, the second I saw that, I'm like, he brings that attitude into this. Donte Johnson's probably going to knock him out in fucking 34 seconds. I got to go Donte Johnson in this one. I don't think SD, even if he shows up and is motivated, I don't think he's talented enough to be a guy like Donte. Donte can't get a little reckless on his entries, but tough guy, hits like an ox, and has the wrestling if he needs to go to it. But I play this for premium members. I got the under 1.5 at -160. That shit's -210 right now. It's probably going to finish like -300 because people are going to shy away from the -350. Just play the under 1.5. That one's going to continue to get juiced. Premium members got it for -160. WeOwnPicks.com. Mom, I'm so hungry. Onions on the Big Mac.
Yeah, the onion on the Big Mac debate was a very solid debate. They're different onions. So people who are like...
But you understand there was a whole song we all knew.
Yeah, correct. I forgot the lyrics to the song. I forgot the song until I was reminded. But when you think onions at Big Mac, you think the onions that are on a quarter pounder. Those are fundamentally different onions. Those are fresh onions that are sliced. Nuggets. Well, those are fresh onions that are sliced, so you can taste the onion. The onions on a Big Mac might as well not even be there. They're dehydrated onions that they rehydrate, and they have no onion flavor whatsoever. Why are they even there? That's why half the people I asked were like, no, there's no onions on a Big Mac.
That's a sign of long-term COVID, I think.
Not tasting the onions on a Big Mac. You can't taste them. You would not know they're there. Listen.
What else has been in your mouth that you couldn't taste?
Donte Johnson is the pick. Jacob picked him. I picked him. We don't have DraftKings fantasy pricing yet. I imagine
they don't have hot dogs at the Apex.
$9,300 or so.
It's one of the real downfalls. We gotta eat steak.
They did have. I thought they did have when I was there. I thought they did have.
We gotta eat steak.
Maybe they had little beanie weenies. Not beanie weenies.
Not roasted chicken. Oh my
I
God.
do.
This is fucking macarons. What are they called?
Macaroons. Yeah, those fancy,
no.
super
Well, fucking-
colorful. Yeah.
Not
I
the-
don't.
not
I actually
the,
don't
Not
like
the
those.
fondue fudge fountain. Oh God. Not the free hand jobs in the back.
Well, that's new. Unlock everything on the website. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member. It's freaking $10. Every pick, every bet, every tool. Not just me, not just Jacob. We got 5 people. One of them is a robot, the artificial intelligence. Check it all out now. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. We got a $10 super chat from Money Max and Evie Bear. Jacob, please sign my jersey Saturday before you go to the fights. I got to have the Underdog King on it before I frame it. Have Angelo DM me how to link up. Everyone become a premium member right now. Appreciate you, Money Max.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Hopefully you and Jacob get to sync.
So if you want to hang out at the Aria or come to the Aria, let me know.
Will they let you take the dog to the Apex? Oh, he's not going to the Apex. He's just trying to link up before the fight's got it. Never mind. I take that back.
Didn't we have another dono that you missed? A very important one. Más importante.
All right. You convinced me. I'm a premium member now. Trey McVeigh, $1.99. Appreciate you, Trey.
Last
Welcome.
name sounds familiar.
Why? You being a smartass?
Wow, Angelo.
Timothy?
Wow. Whoa.
appreciate you, Trey. Okay. Was that Oklahoma or Uni?
Angelo, I'm not getting into it here with you.
Okay. Next up at UFC Vegas 110, we have Timmy Cuamba taking on Chang Ho Lee. Timmy Cuamba 9-3 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming off his first UFC win, taking on Chang Ho Lee, 11-0 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5. He's coming off that finish win over Cortavius Romeus. Timothy Cuamba's a striker. He's got good takedown defense, fast hands, decent power, especially for this weight class. He does a good job working the body early. He'll try to invest for a late payoff. I wouldn't really categorize him as a killer, but he does have a couple of takedowns in the mix if he doesn't feel comfortable. And that's really the only time he's actually going to wrestle. He is tough as nails. He will grind. He's coming off that KO win over Roberto Romero, where he wrestled early and did showcase that hand speed. He's taking on Chang Ho Lee, well-rounded guy. He prefers to move forward. He likes to strike. He'll close distance by literally just marching forward and throwing 1-2s. He does feint a lot, which can get people out of sorts, but he comes up with heavy overhands. He can even work in a takedown or two. His takedowns are solid, and he does work them in well. The takedown defense, however, not as good. He's got solid submission defense, and he can weasel his way back up to his feet. He's coming off that win over Cortavius Romeus. And this is a tough fight to pick because neither one of these guys are horrible. Neither one of them is great. They're pretty evenly matched. Chang Ho Lee is definitely the more athletic of the two. He probably has the higher ceiling as far as his career is concerned. But I do think that Timmy is tougher. I think he has fought the better slate of competition. And I think Lee's wins are pretty bad. And we've had this conversation a couple of times over the last month or so. Looking at somebody's wins, a hype prospect, how they even got there. We've been down this road before. A couple of those wins are over, as Jacob puts it.
I was not listening to you, so
Okay.
I was typing
Regional
something else.
Asians. Cuamba's going to be the pick here.
We love our Asians, even the regional Asians that are constantly getting knocked out. We don't know why. Maybe it's the mercury in the fish.
The mercury in the fish. Timmy Cuamba's my pick.
They
Who's
eat
your
a lot
pick?
of fish. They're very healthy. They're very healthy. We have fish fillets. They've got fillet of fish.
Okay. Who do you think wins this fight, Donnie?
Somebody said, I thought this was pretty clever. Somebody said, Jacob, how bad your girl? I said, federal prison on a double homicide charge, already convicted, and a Netflix documentary being made about how gruesome the murders were. That's how bad she is. Well, sorry, what am I doing here?
Who do you think wins this? Speaking of regional Asians.
Speaking of the Asians, we've got Timby Cuamba. Is it Cuamba? I don't know. They don't tell me. They write it down on the teleprompter, but they don't say, Johnny, this is how you say it. I don't know. What we're even doing here. Timmy Cuamba is honestly a very precise striker. You saw that in that Romero fight. I came into that very high, on Romero. He had the pressure. Looked like he was going to get a couple takedowns. Sometimes shit happens. He caught that knee. A little bit of an early stoppage, but it was a great knee thrown by Timmy Cuamba. Timmy Cuamba is really good at range, really precise. Not a ton of power to his shots, but he really wants to kind of get to the offensive wrestling. He doesn't mind stalling out a little bit, but he wants to be the guy on top. He can dance around and strike and do all this, but I think at his core, he kind of wants to be the wrestler. And Chang Ho Lee, again, a little bit biased to your former lock of the week. Dog that shit out. Both these guys are dogs, but this guy, Chang Ho Lee, is a fucking dog. He calls himself the Korean Khabib. The guy just fucking goes for it. Full pressure, foot on the gas, 24/7, 365. By the way, that's how hard I work. I don't even sleep. I mean, this guy is just nonstop with the takedowns, with the control, the ground and pound, the submissions. I like Chang Ho Lee to just get in the pocket. If Timmy Cuamba snipes him's coming in, I'm not going to be crazy surprised, but I think Chang Ho Lee can get into the clinch position. Once he gets there, I think he can just wear down. Are you there?
Yeah.
Dude, you didn't move. Dude, I was...
I'm just sorry.
Dude, you did not fuck... Dude, I swear to God, I was like losing my train of thought because I kept looking at you and you like were so dialed in. I was like, am I... You literally were like... And I kept looking as I'm talking, thinking, I haven't seen a blink. And I was like trying to watch you blink and kept losing my train of thought. I'm going Chang Ho Lee. The guy's pretty fucking relentless. Timmy's not a crazy, he's a durable guy, but he's been kind of chinned. He's been out grappled at times. I like Chang Ho Lee to really get in this guy's face and be the Korean Khabib.
It is funny he calls himself the Korean Khabib because I don't think the wrestling's not quite there to be the Korean Khabib. Oh,
suck a dick, dude. You don't know fucking shit. Okay. That's crazy. This guy's nonstop.
Yeah. Is he? The takedown defense sucks. And he just bombs overhands and works in 1 or 2 takedowns at a pretty low accuracy. Let's see what the accuracy is. 33% Korean Khabib. Fucking asshat.
Let me see.
8,500. And he has one fight. $8,500 in DraftKings Fantasy, $7,700 in DraftKings Fantasy. If you think he is the Korean
Khabib.
Do
you know what Khabib's takedown accuracy is? You dumb son of a bitch.
Fighting the best fighters on planet Earth.
Yeah, okay. Now we're turning it up. You're saying McGregor has better takedown defense than the regional Asians?
Yes.
40.
I am saying that.
What does that say? 48%. Less than 50%
so
takedown
not 33?
Failing. That's an F. They're both Fs. You're getting beat by your dad either way.
Timmy Cuamba.
Let me see that fucking report card. He'd wrap it around the belt and just fucking
beat you with it.
Yeah.
I got hit with the belt for sure. Literally.
Or you take that fucking report card in between your toes. Fucking bring another F home. Bringing a fucking F home.
Paper cut the toes. I did get fucking lit up with the belt. My mother would schedule beatings. Let's say we were at the mall misbehaving. She would be like, when we get home, I'm going to put dinner on. You're going to go to your room and you're both going to get hit with the belt. And then we would be angels for the next couple of hours. And we're like, maybe she'll forget. Maybe she'll forget. Then we get home. Nobody says shit. Maybe she'll forget. She's like, go to your rooms. You're going to get hit. And then we would have to go to our rooms and wait until she would come with the belt. Smack the fuck out of us.
Everything okay, man?
I got beat. Good now, but I got beat. I picked Cuamba. I picked Cuamba. He picked Lee.
You picked Cuamba?
I did pick Cuamba. If you need a tiebreaker.
What was the reasoning?
I just like the forward pressure. I think he's the tougher of the two.
You think he's going to be the forward pressure?
And I don't trust.
That guy's been dancing around the outside every fight he's had.
And I don't trust Lee's record.
We've had this forward pressure. He doesn't have forward pressure.
We've had
up against Romero. He was backed up against Lucas Almeida. He was backed up against the other guy.
I used this logic like 3 weeks in a row, and for those picks was correct. The hollow ass pre-UFC record is not translating, yet they come in here. They, as in, like,
we get it.
Rising stars. No, it's not an Asian thing.
Oh, no, we get it.
It's not an Asian thing. They come in here with their 11-1 record, 10-0, 5.
Actually, you know what? I'm not going to put up with the Asian hate. Hey, we're not going to put up with it.
Nobody's hating on Asians.
Oh, yeah, you got the fucking fetish. I forgot about that little...
Isn't Timmy also Asian of some kind? That's what the comment section was saying. I'm just reading the live chat. the live chat threw it out there. Listen, I picked Timmy. You picked Lee. You need a tiebreaker? We have tiebreakers. We got a ton of them. We got Bet Sam as a tiebreaker. We got Artem as a tiebreaker. We have the artificial intelligence as a tiebreaker. The fight simulator can be a tiebreaker. Check it all out now. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It is only $10 for an entire month. That will include UFC 322 and UFC Qatar. Next up at UFC Vegas 110, we have the featured fight of the feature prelim. We have Billy Elekana taking on Kevin Christian. Billy Elekana, 8-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, coming off his first UFC win. Kevin Christian, 9-2 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5, making his UFC debut. Kevin Christian is humongous. This dude is 6'7", and even though he's tall,
6'7".
Oh God! Even though he's tall, he does not manage range very well. He will fire knees up the middle, but on the outside of that, he's just swinging wild. He swings wide. It leaves him open to be taken down. If he is taken down, he is comfortable on his back. He has no problem just throwing the long guy moves up, looking for a submission. And while he doesn't use the range while standing on the ground, he will use, like I said, the long guy techniques. He is coming off that submission win in the Contender Series, which earned him the call-up. Taking on Billy Elekana. This guy's pretty big for the weight class as well, but certainly not the bigger one in this fight. He is patient. He can be heavy-handed. He's a long guy. He uses his length on his feet very well to keep range. He mostly backs up and looks to counter, but he does a nice step-in jab as well. He's got plenty of feints, lots of twitches, good takedown defense. Most Elekana fights are slow-paced early. Maybe he finds a rhythm late, or maybe he lets you pressure while he steps off and dots you up. He's coming off that underdog win over Ibo Aslan, where he was tentative, but he fought well in reverse. What are you laughing at? Grown-ass man inside your auntie about 6-7 inches. What? Why don't you log in as your name?
I keep forgetting. I just hit send, and I just keep forgetting.
Jeez.
The guy said grown-ass man talking about 6'7". I said grown-ass man inside your auntie about 6-7 inches, blah.
Jesus Christ. I'm picking Elekana here. You can't let the stats fool you. I mean, Kevin is obviously tremendous, but he doesn't do anything with that size. He does not manage range well at all. He cannot box you from the outside. He doesn't have good enough takedowns to get it to the fight. Billy's not great, but he's technically sound. He's durable. He's got good fight IQ. That's all he needs here. Billy's the pick. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I'll make this real fucking simple and sweet. And listen to me fucking real fucking close, okay? If you, and I assume everybody that's placing bets is watching film, right? No. But I'm telling you right now, before you place a bet on Kevin Christian, because I get it. You're like, this Billy Elekana guy, I mean, he didn't show anything. That fight, he got fucking choked out or whatever. His other fight, like, minus 250. Like, what are we doing here? I get it. Before you fucking place a bet on fucking Kevin Christian, go watch his Contender Series fight. And if you still place a bet on Kevin Christian, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take little pieces of like fish lines, something like that, and take your time and tie a little knot around every single tooth that you have, just real nice and tight. Make sure nice and you're gonna have a lot of strings coming out of your mouth. I want you to find your uncles, your papas. Maybe you have a truck with a tow hook. Tie the other end of around the fucking tow hook and have somebody take off that thing. Rip all your fucking teeth out because you don't deserve to fucking speak about nothing again. You want to fade Billy? Now's probably not the time. This guy Kevin Christian in that Contender Series fight looked like he didn't know how to fight. He looked like he was surprised he won. Like he fell down, was like, that was the slow. I've never seen, that wasn't like a Charles Oliveira, like, oh shit, triangle. That shit was like, he was like they were like, you're drilling it in class. Like he was just like, okay, here's the leg, and then the leg's coming over, and the guy in the thing was like, oh boy, what's going on here? Like, what the fuck? And then it locked in, the guy tapped, and he sat there like he was surprised he even won the fight. There was times in that fight where he's just like this. Literally no footwork, just literally just standing there like, Like, just fucking shell-shocked in there. I understand Billy Elekana is like he hasn't shown a ton in the UFC, but he's shown he's at least competent enough to fucking go 15 minutes, even in a slow fight in his last fight. He showed a takedown this first fight. Dude, Billy Elekana should smoke. Kevin Christian, for what I've seen, is not a fucking UFC guy. He's just a big motherfucker, and Billy should smoke him.
Yeah, I agreed. I mean, smoke is a little... Billy is...
Dude, go watch... Dude, if you bet on Kevin after you watch that contender, that's crazy to me. What are you
I get it.
on?
Listen, I get it. I don't disagree. He's not very good. Billy, though, while I do think Billy's the far better fighter, he has no problem just waiting and waiting and waiting. We could end up in a weird staring contest where the larger guy somehow weasels out some weird shit. Billy's going to be the pick. $8,900 in DraftKings Fantasy does require offensive grappling, which I do not think he will do, or a finish, which may or may not come. I'm probably going to be a little weary of the $8,900, but I do think Billy wins, as does Jacob. Check out every pick, every bet, every tool, everything that we offer on the website. It's only $10. There is no upsell. There is no cross-sell, no weird tiers. It's $10 a month for every single thing that we offer. That'll get you out to UFC 322 and UFC Qatar. Just go to WeWantPicks.com. And after you go to the website, download the app. The app is 100% free. Just search We Want Picks in the App Store. You can download the app, enable push notifications, and we will send notifications when we do things like place bets. I sent one out today because I flooded the website with a couple of my bets. Jacob threw up a bunch of bets as well. Download the app, turn on push notifications. Inside the app, you'll have access to every single thing that we offer, including the data analyzer. This is a tool that gives you everything you need, not just for this card, but future cards as well. Everything from every fighter on the card, their full data compared to their opponent's data, their full fight history. You can manipulate the data to have the chart adjust. Say, for example, how many significant strikes does this guy land in decision wins? And you could use that information and go to your favorite sports book and say, I do think he wins. I think he wins a decision. They have the line set at 30. The data analyzer says his average is 40. We're doing the over. There's all sorts of possibilities there. We also have the fight simulator, which will actually simulate the fights for you. It's a fancy calculator. It brings in historical data sets like DraftKings Fantasy, FanDuel Fantasy, biometrics, grappling stats, striking stats. It takes all that information in. What does that say? What does that say?
What do you say?
What does that say?
What does what say?
You're bored.
You're bored of what? I'm not bored.
What does the whiteboard behind you say? Move your body. Angelo, move your body. Won't let me leave my apartment. Help. Okay. I thought we talked about that. I guess we'll have to talk about it again. We have a line movement tracker. This will give you the opening odds, the current odds, the win probability, and the line movement for every fighter on every card. We have a prop hunter, a curated set of data specifically designed to help you find prop bets. We have an optimizer that not only builds DraftKings fantasy lineups, but FanDuel fantasy lineups as well. And if you don't know what an optimizer is or how to use them, we have a beginner mode. Just click the slider on the top, and instead of expecting you to understand the numbers, it'll just ask you easy, logical questions that you can answer like a normal person and then build up your lineups. We have a tape index as well. For those of you who like to do your own tape study, the tape index has you squared away. It has every fighter on every card lined up, ready to go. You select the fighter. First, you select the card, then you select the fighter. You have their full fight history, and then you can go ahead and click the little red play button next to any one of the fights. The video pops up, and you are off to the races. Every single thing I just mentioned is for an entire month. It is included in one single package. We don't separate fantasy from bets. We don't separate picks from bets. We don't have like a pro tier or gold and diamond or whatever the hell people are doing. It is $10. Is this motherfucker just watching TV right now? Am I just hearing the TV in his background? Is he listening to French TV? Are you just watching French TV in the background?
You can hear that?
Why is French TV on?
Why could you hear that? No, it's fucking...
The fuck are you listening to?
Who is that? Is? You don't know who that is?
Is this Yusuf Salal?
Yeah, he just talk. I think he's talking shit to somebody or something, and fuck on his fucking Instagram. It's incredible.
Speaking Moroccan.
What? It's Arabic. Moroccan.
Well, I don't know.
Speak Arabic.
I might remember we had the whole conversation with him. My brother lived in Morocco for a year, and he speaks fluent Arabic.
So why would you say he speaks Moroccan?
I don't know. I don't know if there was a second language. Lots of them have.
He speak Mexican. He speak fucking Mexican.
WeWantPicks.com. Click to become a member at the top. 322 is a vlog.
That was loud.
I promise.
I was in my bathroom listening to that.
That's insane. Ew, what were you doing in your bathroom, you fucking creep?
Just watching Yusuf. You guys don't watch Yusuf in your fucking bathroom?
I will be filming a vlog for UFC 322, and I do think there will be travel involved. I may or may not have pants on for the entire vlog. If you want to open up some mail, Jacob, I have a card for you, by the way, or a Hebos card.
I saw it on the vlog.
Yes, I have that for you. If you want to...
I told you, I literally sat there and hate watched it.
I appreciate. I forgot to advertise it, so I could use any after the fact watch that we can get. We Want Picks, PO Box 406, Prosper, Texas 75078. We have $1.99 from Trey McVeigh. No comment here, but we appreciate you. And if you do fire off a comment, we'll see if we can see it and get it to you. You send another super chat for $1.99 as well. So thank you very much for both of those. And if you have a comment, we'll get it on the screen for you. Next up at UFC Vegas 110, we have the opening fight of the main card, and it is a brand new matchup. Allan Nascimento is no longer fighting Rafael Estevam and is now fighting Cody Durden. Allan Nascimento is 21-6 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5 on a nice 3-fight win streak, taking on Cody Durden, 17-8 in his career, 1-4 in his last 5, riding back-to-back losses. This is an interesting matchup because Allan Nascimento is a fun striker. He can grapple as well. He doesn't really have much in the wrestling department, but he has no problem getting into a brawl, then getting taken down so he can work in some sweeps and submissions from there. The problem is if he does not get the sweeps, if he can't create a scramble, he just ends up on bottom the entire fight and getting pounded on. He's got okay power in his hands, but a low 24% takedown accuracy, a 30% takedown defense. He's coming off that decision win over Jafo Filo, where he took over as the fight went on, and that loss or that win is aging better and better every day. Taking on Cody Durden. This guy is a pressure wrestler. He averages more than 4 takedowns per fight. He likes to come forward, throw looping power shots, and then look for takedowns. He will chain wrestle. He'll continue just diving at legs until he finally gets it to the ground. And while his wrestling can be nonstop pressure, he does not have a lot of control. He is also getting a little chinny. He's coming off that knockout loss to Jose Ochoa. The Cody Durden that we knew from the Charles Johnson fight versus Cody Durden that we've been getting recently are different sort of versions of Cody Durden. He used to come forward nonstop, relentlessly, with no give whatsoever. Now he's getting tired. He's fading as fights go on. Stepping up on short notice isn't exactly beneficial to somebody who lately has been fading as fights go on. Cody does have some dog in him, but he's getting a little chinnier. The cardio isn't what it used to be. Now stepping up on short notice. This is a catch weight. Instead of 125 pounds, it's 130 pounds. Allan Nascimento is going to be the pick here. I am fairly confident in that. I think he's totally fine if he gets taken down. I think the striking will be fine. I think Allan wins this fight. Minus 263 does not seem absurd to me, given the recent performances we've seen from Cody. And I fully understand that Cody's recent wins are very good, losses are good losses. He's losing to good people. I fully get that. But sometimes you take too much of a beating to some good people, and it changes the trajectory of your career. Jacob, what do you think?
Biggest trap on this entire card, I promise you that. It's biased. I like Cody. Cody's a former 2-time lock of the week before. He's an absolute fucking dog. I know he's got has been chinned or he's got chin issues or all this stuff. Allan Nascimento is not that fucking dot. He fights infrequently.
Nice.
That was he fucks, yeah. He fights. You can see how I made the mistake. He fights infrequently. When he does fight, he struggled to make weight. Obviously, this is the catch weight, so it's going to help them both here. But the guy cannot box, and he's got shit takedowns. Cody knows what he's doing in the wrestling. He knows how to defend takedowns. And when he's not gassing himself with just crazy takedown attempts, which in this fight, I believe he's just going to box a guy that doesn't really know how to box, defend the takedowns. He can keep that pressure for us. Allan Nascimento's not going to keep a wrestling pace or a wrestling pressure, and if he's getting jabbed in the face, he's going to be backing up, and Cody can kind of do his own thing. This is the biggest trap on the card. Oh, short notice, Cody's been losing. As you say, he's been losing to fucking really high-level people. Allan Nascimento cannot box. His takedowns are shit, and if he can't get the takedown and the back control on Cody, Cody's going to fucking box this guy's ears off and could finish him in the first or the second round. I mean, people underestimate the boxing of Cody Durden. If he keeps it standing, who's the better striker? If you're not saying Cody Durden, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Cody's going to box this dude's ears off and probably finish him, and this is your parlay buster of the fucking week.
I think Cody instinctually shoots takedowns, and then I think it's just a full sweep, and Allan takes over from there. How did he beat your boy How did he beat your boy Joffel then? He took over as the fight went on. He was the better grappler.
That guy was on 40% energy. That guy was on antibiotics, couldn't walk all week, and he was still getting ragdolled. Even if Cody decided, hey, maybe I'll wrestle, this guy was fucking the spider bite general, our fucking king. Except second king to our King George, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He is king number one. But he was getting ragdolled by this guy. I promise you, Cody knows when he can knock somebody out. He came in against Matt Schnell and was just chasing that fucking knockout like crazy because he knew he could knock that guy out. Didn't shoot. He wasn't fucking around with the grappling. He knows
he can knock out Matt Schnell.
He knows he can knock out Allan Nascimento. He's coming in with a boxing, and he's going to fucking sleep this dude.
Yeah, I couldn't be farther apart here. If you do need a tiebreaker, we've got plenty of them. Go to WeWantPicks.com.
I'm biased, but that's the fucking truth.
On the website,
you bet.
But you're going to be like a minus 263.
What? Plus 250?
Okay. No.
$100?
No, not plus 250. It's not even the odds right now.
Oh, give me 2-1 then. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, 2-1.
And you give me a five-time swinger if he wins by KO too.
5 times is crazy. We'll do 2-1 odds.
Okay, let me check Cody Durden's fucking knockout odds real quick. And I'm giving you the fucking discount of your fucking life. You don't want to pay plus 500 5-time kicker on this. They don't have the odds yet, but it's going to be fucking like plus 800 probably.
Dude, just do $100 straight up. You're so confident.
$100 so you
No. 2-1. I said 2-1 odds. I meant straight up,
yeah,
like no props. Yeah, 2-1 odds, $100.
Any
amount. I said the amount 5 times. I said the amount 5 times.
You can name any amount of money you could ever dream of.
How about 1,000 pennies?
That seems low. It's $10.
Okay. After I said it, I was like, that's not $100.
Fucking idiot.
How about 10,000 pennies?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, we'll do that.
As soon as I said it, I was like, that's not fucking $100. All right. Go to the website. I need 10 of you to sign up in case this bet goes sideways.
These boys aren't grappling unless Cody wants to grapple. Alon's not taking this guy down. Jacob really needed a calculator for that because it was wrong, and it was so retardedly wrong. I wanted to make sure myself before I sounded like the retard. You're not making me the retard in that situation. He's the one that said 1,000 pennies was $100. I'm not the fucking idiot in this situation.
WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. Ooh. Next up at UFC Vegas 110, we have Charlie Ratke taking on Daniel Frunza. Charlie Ratke 10-5 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off that KO loss to Mike Malott.
Did you ever play the Buffalo slots? They're very popular. They're everywhere, but I've never played.
I don't think I've played them, but I hear them and I see them.
Buffalo!
Yeah, it does. It is loud as fuck.
There's
just
so
throughout the
many
lobby.
of them, but
Yeah.
I never played them. I think I purposely avoid them because there's
They're
so
too-
many. It's like they're dime
Yeah,
a
it
dozen.
feels like it feels like a trap too. Why do you want me to play this so bad?
Yeah, it's like going to a fucking Alabama game and picking up a sorority girl. Like they're everywhere. I mean, what's the fun in that?
Grab a frat guy instead. Taking on Daniel Frunza, 9-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off a KO loss in his UFC debut. Charlie Radke, he's an athletic grappler. That is his trade. He's going to lower his level, shoot shots right up the middle. He can also be a powerful striker. He's always down to throw. He is pretty controlled on the ground. He is very dangerous. He hunts for submissions in transitions. On the feet, he'll kind of just bomb away. He does tend to slow down as fights go on, but he is very tough. He's coming off that KO loss to Mike Malott. Taking on Daniel Frunza, solid striker, good pressure, nice leg kicks. He bombs away as well, and he continues marching forward no matter what is coming back his way. His power is late. He carries that as the fight goes on, and he doesn't give up no matter how that fight is going up until that point. If you don't want to get into a firefight, though, you can take him down
It's so
pretty
funny.
easily. Yes.
Here's another one of your fucking dumbass arguments. Frunza was going to keep fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. His eye was fucked up.
Correct.
That thing was all the way closed, fucked up. He was going to keep. The doctor stopped that.
And he got dropped a couple of times, and he still
3 or
was,
4 times.
Yeah,
Like 4
3.
times.
Officially 3, yeah.
And he was dropped 4 times, and he fucking was like, "Yeah, let's keep it rolling, baby."
Weird. Now imagine the title is on the line. You think he quits then? Crazy.
Tell son of a bitch.
I do think Charlie Radke wins this fight, though. And only because, not because Daniel's a quitter, not because Daniel can't hang on the feet. Charlie's just the better wrestler grappler here. And if he decides to do that, he can do it. It's a very easy path to victory. Hopefully he takes it. Charlie should win. I do believe I'm avoiding some bets here, though, because Daniel gets after it, and he's not afraid to engage. And Charlie Radke has been finished by a body shot. He got finished by Mike Malott. Doesn't always wrestle when he should. So if he's too proud to wrestle here, that's going to be a problem. But Charlie's going to be the pick. Pretty straightforward path to victory. Who was that face for?
That's how you talk sometimes.
I just picked Charlie. What's happening?
It has nothing to do with what you said. It's how you said it.
How did I say it wrong?
What are you going for Halloween?
I actually have a pretty funny Halloween costume.
Let's hear it.
I don't want to say. I'll show you. I'll send you pictures. It can be.
Wait, is this like some lacy fucking bullshit?
No. I'm.
What the hell? I'm getting a little creeped out. Like, what the fuck is going on? Is it like racially
So
charged?
because
or something,
it's not racially
Are you in
charged.
blackface for God's sake? What the hell's going on?
It's politically charged.
Oh my God. Are you fucking Charlie Kirk?
No, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, I've
no.
seen, Jesus. Those come
No.
across on Twitter. It's like, what the fuck?
No,
What's
that's
going on?
insane. That's insane. No.
I mean, you're the one making this weird now.
So everybody, because I'm from Connecticut, like the go-to is like Angel's a Democrat. Angel's a Democrat. You're
Oh
a
my
Democrat.
God, you're in
So I've got
blackface Obama.
No, I've got a white men for Kamala entire outfit. I got a hat that's just a comma that says La. I have a white men for Harris shirt. I got
That
a
was her
Democrat
laughing. That was supposed to
pin.
be her Doesn't sound like her.
I got
Don't you have a-
socks. No, it's not a dolphin. It is an intense laugh. So, so I just got the whole. I haven't told anybody. I'm just gonna show up wearing it, and I'm just gonna pretend it's not a costume. I'm like, yeah, I didn't dress up because I never dress up. I didn't dress up.
Wow,
So that's
that's
my-
fucking. Wow, that's great.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to say, and now here you go.
It's great. It's great. Well, we blew our loads of that.
You
one.
did this. You did this.
I really thought that you had something. The way you were talking about it was something real powered up, something with some juice on it. You hit it. You hit it too long. I mean, that was supposed to be. You hit that like a grand finale, like you're a magician about to fucking really do it, and then all of a sudden it's just.
No, because there's going to
lazy
be
card
like,
trick.
oh, this channel, I'm gone forever. You know how people are. Who do you think wins this fight, Captain?
Speaking of politically motivated, Charlie Radke. That's my dude. That
Charlie Radke said the F word and not the obvious one on the same card that Sean Strickland did, right? Wasn't that two people in one night?
It wasn't Sean Strickland. It was Manel Kopp.
Yeah, two people on
boom,
one
boom.
card.
It was like, whoa. We're they're loud and proud with that one. But Charlie Radke, Chuck Buffalo is a former lock of the week, so another full transparency. A little bit of a biased pick here. I don't love it. I am going Charlie, but I love it for all the reasons that Angelo mentioned. He nailed this few and far between, but he nailed this breakdown. If Chuck Buffalo wants to bring in the wrestling, he should be able to take this guy down. And honestly, that is the path the path of
least resistance.
The path of least resistance is just get the takedowns, get the control, take some pop out of this guy, because Daniel Frunza will stay in your fucking face. You might drop him. I swear to God, if that fight somehow was going to keep going, Reese McKee was probably going to end up knocked out in the second round. That's kind of how his Contender Series fight went. He was kind of getting worn down. He dropped the guy, but then he was getting out-wrestled and stuff. And then he just fucking is nonstop in your face with big shots and just wears you the fuck down. So if Chuck Buffalo gets in the pocket with this guy, he's going to be the faster striker. He's got power as well. He's got the wrestling. But this is a dangerous guy to try to go tit for tat with, because he will stay in the pocket. He will eat a shot. He will fucking get dropped and come back. And all of a sudden, if you're tired against Daniel Frunza, that's really bad. That's really bad. That's not a good thing. You don't be, it's very bad. I'm just fucking.
What is happening?
I'm just watching your face in my camera as I'm doing that, trying to make you laugh. But your face is not of laughter; it's of pure concern. You were this.
What the fuck
you were like this, and then you went.
Because I was like, "What is he doing?"
And I was just waiting for you. I was just gonna keep going, just waiting for you to laugh, but you never fucking laughed. So then I was just sitting there being like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
I played for premium members. You can't get it now, but I love the bet. Either fighter by KO, because I think Chuck Buffalo is a guy that I don't think he's going to come in and try to be the boring wrestler. He wants action. He said, I'm bringing the fucking fight into this fight. He's a guy that's not afraid to fucking get in anybody's face. I mean, he was my lock of the week against Carlos Prates, because I knew he was going to get right in that dude's face. He's not scared of fucking anything. I think he's going to throw down this guy. Somebody's going to get dropped. Somebody's going to get finished. I have either fighter by KO. I think at plus 110 or something like that. Right now it's minus 145. It continues to grow. So I'm probably not going to get too much wider, but I think these guys get after it and somebody's going down the way that both these guys throw. I'll take Chuck Buffalo. I don't love it. A little bit of a biased pick, but he is faster and he does have wrestling in his back pocket.
Yeah, hopefully he does choose to wrestle. We haven't really seen it outside of that fight with Mike Mathetha. Outside of that, he is just kind of swinging wild, but this will be an interesting fight. It's a fun fight. That's why it's on the main card. And if you want to check out,
and he was lock of the week versus Prates, because Prates was getting touched up by Trevin Giles.
That was Prates' first fight after the Trevin Giles.
Yeah, and I'm like, if Trevin Giles is doing that, this guy Charlie Radke's gonna get in his face and outbox this guy. It's not the fucking Prates we know now.
Correct, 100. Dude, my notes for him after the Trevin Giles, because he was losing the Trevin Giles fight. Then he just landed that one big shot.
Up. Yeah, he was getting beat up.
No, my notes. That's the problem with notes, because it's it's based off of this one fight, and the notes were not very good. And then turns out he is very good. If you do want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, all of it, one package, $10. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. Moises Pasquale says, what's included with premium? Oh, I'll tell you. We have a whole suite of tools, like a fight simulator and artificial intelligence. We have a line movement tracker. We have everything you could ever want or need. And then on top of it, we have just straight up picks, fight picks, ice picks, underdog picks, DraftKings, FanDuel, WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. $2 super chat from Space Monkey, RIP Charlie K. Appreciate the super chat. Next up, at UFC Vegas 110, we have Isaac Dulgarian taking on Yadier Del Val. Isaac Dulgarian 7-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is coming off that bounce back win over Brandon Marotte, taking on Yadier Del Valle, 9-0 in his career, undefeated. with 5 stoppages. Isaac Delgarian's a legit prospect. He's exciting to watch. It doesn't take a lot of research to realize he's a phenomenal wrestler. He is a collegiate All-American. I don't know if it's D1 or D2. I thought he told us D1 when he was on the show, but somebody commented that he's a D2 All-American. Either way, he's an All-American collegiate wrestler who looks like one in the octagon. He doesn't strike very long. He immediately starts shooting those takedowns, but they are nasty. They are aggressive. If he ends up on top, he is not Jailton Almeida. He is the exact opposite of Jailton Almeida on the ground. He is wildly active, raining down. He is coming off that win over Brandon Moreau where he slowed the pace down a little bit because he slowed down, if you remember, in the fight before that.
Say what you said right after the fight.
I didn't complain about him against Brandon Moreau.
What?
Did I?
You said he is fucking horrible because you
I
had
did
under
not
one.
say that.
Yes, you did because you had the under
If you
1.5.
can show that
you
I
said
said
this
he's
guy
horrible.
sucks. You said
Okay.
this guy sucks.
That's also not
yes.
true.
Yes, you were fucking trashing Isaac, saying you're minus 20.
No,
this
that's
guy
everybody's
sucks. Minus 2,500 favorite and can't get a first round finish. Because remember when he came on the show, he was pretty hot versus you because the way you talked about him afterwards.
You know why he was hot? Because fighters are literally the most sensitive people on planet Earth.
You said
and
he
they know
sucks.
That.
You said
there's a 0% chance I said he sucks. A 0% chance I said he sucks. I may have said he needs to step some things up if he's going to do something in this division.
You were
There's
so
no way
mad because I think
sucks.
that was your safety parlay was the under 1.5.
No, I have to go back. I don't.
Dude, you were fucking because he was legit hot when he came on the show.
Of course he was hot, dude. Fighters are the most sensitive people on this planet. I've been around them long enough.
Sucks.
There's a 0% chance I said he sucked. Go find it. I'll give you. I bet you $100 I didn't say he sucks. I'll tell you that. There's no way I said he sucks. He doesn't suck.
Find it.
Find it.
Dude,
There's no way I said
you were
that.
very disrespectful the way you were talking about him.
No, that is the narrative that he ran with, and then you fed into.
Dude, I'm telling you.
They're sensitive as fuck. This guy said if they're sensitive, or they are sensitive, that's why they're fighters. Yeah, they're angry at the world. Not all of them, right? There's just a level of just raw athlete that is coming in this direction. But I did not say he sucks. And either way, he wins this fight. He's going to be the pick. He's going to come out wildly aggressive, but we'll talk about Yadier. He is a good grappler in his own right. He's got decent striking, okay power. He'll work in knees in the clinch. He won't shy away from a slug fight. His cardio is not great, but it doesn't really affect his volume. He'll keep swinging. They're just not technical anymore. The takedowns are just okay. The submissions are actually pretty good. He will jump guillotine every now and then, which is not a great idea. He's coming off that submission win over Connor Matthews in that UFC debut. He's a tough dude. He's strong. Isaac Delgarian's nonstop wrestling pace should be more than enough to get it done here. Isaac's going to be the pick. Pretty confident in that. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, that's another biased pick. Isaac's my boy, another former lock of the week against Francis Marshall. He was a slight dog and just fucking absolutely dominated that fight. Every fight he's been in, within 30 seconds, he's in full mount, raining elbows. Obviously got a little bit tired against C-Rod. That was still a fucking robbery fight. But he showed he was a dog. I mean, you know that he can go through the fire. He was death gassed. He was down. He was out, but he survived. He didn't quit. He didn't give up. He was still working in that fight. So you already kind of seen, yeah, he has all these first-round finishes, but how does he act outside? And then in that Brandon Moreau fight, that was the game plan, to not try to get the big finish, to try and stretch it, to see where the cardio's at and all this type of stuff. Angelo was pissed off. I played it by sub. I was right in that one. Isaac is just probably one of the best wrestlers in the division. And while Yadier knows how to wrestle, and he's got these big muscles, he's this big, strong guy, and he kind of strikes like that. He's not like a fluid striker, but if he gets in the pocket, he will swing heavy shit with the big hooks and stuff like that. But when he grapples, he's a kind of a muscle wrestler, a muscle grappler. He's a guy that's going to grab a guillotine and fucking squeeze the shit out of it. If he gets on top, he's going to try and just bully in muscle positions. He looks like a bully, and he fights like a bully. And honestly, the perfect person to go up against that is not another bully. It's a guy like Isaac who is just full fucking technique and just fucking flows. I mean, that guy just floats and flows over everything. And when he gets into scrambles, he's going to win those scrambles. Yadier, I think, is going to try and grab. I think he's going to be too confident in his grappling, and instead of just trying to defend, he's going to try and counter wrestle, counter grapple. And against Isaac, you really just can't do that. So unless Isaac comes in and like year layoff, tries to show off the striking, it's not crisp. Maybe he gets clipped or something. Always a possibility, but if this is wrestling, if this is grappling, I'll take Isaac versus basically anybody in that division. And I think it's going to be wrestling and grappling, so I'll take my boy, Midwest Chopper, baby.
Yeah, pretty confident on the Isaac Bulgarian side, minus 260. These odds seem kind of affordable. I guess there's some concern over the undefeated record on the other side. $9,100 in DraftKings Fantasy. Historically, he scores really well. Even in that loss to C-Rod, he scored really well in DraftKings Fantasy because he comes out, he gets the takedowns, he finds the finishes, and if he doesn't find the finish like in the C-Rod fight, he just gets more takedowns. Check out every pick, every bet, every tool. Use the insight, use the information, use the tools to go find your spots. Whether your spot is Prize Picks, whether it's Underdog Fantasy, whether your spot is on a DraftKings Sportsbook, DraftKings Fantasy, use the tools, use the insight, find your spots, make a couple of bucks watching your favorite sport. Go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member. It is by far the greatest offering this space has ever seen. There's only $10 for an entire month's worth of access. Next up, at UFC Vegas 110, we have the featured fight of the evening. We have Jeremiah Wells taking on Themba Gorimbo. Jeremiah Wells, 12-4 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming back after a full year away, taking on Themba Gorimbo, 14-5 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that knockout loss to Vicente Luque. Jeremiah Wells, a little older. He's not a young man, but he still will get after it. He's a well-rounded guy. He has showcased his striking and his grappling separately in the UFC. He fights like a big, powerful striker. He's got explosive hands, and then he'll effortlessly transition to grappling. He's a high-level, accomplished black belt who will shoot real big boy takedowns. He'll throw wild, he'll throw with intent, and then he'll just blast W. A lot of the striking is there just to set up the BJJ. He's coming off that second loss in a row. This time was a decision to Max Griffin. He's taking on Themba Gorimbo, a distance striker who manages range pretty well. He picks his shots. He's long for this weight class. He uses that length to kind of keep you at bay. He's typically a counter striker, but every now and then he will charge forward when he sees his openings. He's got good takedown defense. He widens his base, stuffs the head, works on that, makes you carry his weight instead of just throwing useless strikes. He has also offensive wrestling with 17 takedowns in 6 UFC fights. He is coming off that submission loss to Vicente Luque, which was set up by a right hook. So it's booked as a submission, but it was really the right hook that put that whole thing on the table. 2 years ago, Themba Gorimbo was a hyped prospect. The Rock bought him an apartment, and then he lost. And then when he lost, his family abandoned him. He had cousins and people back in his home country making fun of him, celebrating his loss. Fans jumped bandwagons immediately, and he turned into what everybody said was a fraud. And I'm only bringing that up because I think a different fighter would be deterred, right? That's a giant fall from grace, and this isn't an easy opponent. But Themba is a bootstrap kind of guy. These odds are closer than they should be. I think Themba comes into this fight. I think he looks good. I think he's the better striker. He's certainly not the better jiu-jitsu, but I think the takedown defense is good enough. I think the footwork is way too good. I think a long layoff for Jeremiah Wells, the advanced age of Jeremiah Wells. I think Jeremiah is going to slow down. I think Themba's going to take over. And I just think his raw focus on trying to be the best version of himself is more than enough to get this done. Themba Gorimbo is going to be the pick. Minus 125 seems more than fair to me. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, these are two fucking wild-ass dudes. I already mentioned Jeremiah Wells is a fucking wild-ass dude. Will just spin out of his shoes. Strong in the wrestling, strong in the grappling, but he just wants to knock somebody's head off. And if he lands one of those wild shots on Themba, he's probably going to knock him out. And if he doesn't, and if Themba keeps his strikes nice and long, nice and tight, right down the middle, he can probably knock out Jeremiah Wells. I think that Jeremiah Wells is going to force the striking in this. He can get taken down, but he's a good grappler. He can defend the takedowns. I don't think he's going to be wrestling. I think he's coming in and trying to take Themba's head off, and Themba can kind of get baited in that striking exchange as well, especially early in the fights. If you watch some of those early exchanges with like a Nico Price and stuff, he was swinging. He wasn't really tactical with it. Obviously, that shot against Pete Rodriguez, where it was a nice tight right hand, but he's been sat down before. I think it's whoever lands one of their big shots. I see a finish in this, even if nobody's getting knocked out. I think in the wrestling or the grappling, somebody's going to gas and somebody might get finished as well. So I see a finish in this. A side is what it is. I'm going to side with Themba. Again, former lock of the week, but not really a bias in this one. I just think Jeremiah Wells is just too sloppy at this point. If Themba can just stay composed, he should be the more technical striker and be able to handle himself in the wrestling and grappling as well. So I think Temba's probably the play here. But if Jeremiah takes his head off, I'm not going to be crazy surprised.
Yeah, he's definitely dangerous. He's good on the ground too. I just, I think 39 is getting a little up there, especially at welterweight, to be able to push that.
Oh, and I
pace
figured out when you said it. It was because I found the text. It was a text trail that said you were definitely spamming Isaac Sucks in the chat, and you said, "Haha, yeah."
Okay, but you said I said it in a video.
No, I did not. Whoa. I'm going to get real mad here if you want to put that in my mouth. I didn't say you said it in the video. I said you said Isaac fucking sucks.
You literally said in your recap.
In the Discord. I didn't say anything about the recap. I said you said Isaac sucks. And you vehemently denied it. I don't know if it's going to fucking focus here. But look, you were spamming. In the Discord, you were freaking out saying how horrible Isaac was. Isaac sucks. Ha ha. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean? Oh, okay. You literally said you did not say that.
Because I was taking your words literally, that I said it in a recap video.
Chat. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do with them, chat.
Oh, this dude will become a member if we unban him.
I don't know what to do, chat. The guy just got fucking exposed and just fucking gaslighting the flex. Dude, you were fucking going in on him in the Discord. And he got pissed off about it.
He did get pissed. Fighters are sensitive.
You literally said he's sensitive. I didn't say he sucks.
Is sensitive.
He's sensitive. You were saying he's horrible, he sucks, all this stuff. He saw those fucking messages from Discord.
He's not in the Discord, you snitch bitch. How do you
Other
see
people
the
send him. Anybody can send him fucking messages.
Listen, first of all, in our discussion, I thought we were literally talking about my recap video because I thought you mentioned
called him sensitive and said I never said that he's just sensitive.
Every fighter is legit. Fighters are the most sensitive people on this planet, and they'll tell you the reason.
You were definitely spamming Isaac Suts in the chat. Haha, yeah.
I mean, you're texting that, and I said, haha, yeah. I don't know. We're talking over a year ago now. How you're offended is beyond me. How the hell you give a shit is crazy to me. Sitting here talking about everybody sucks. What do you think about Allan Nascimento? You think Allan Nascimento's good?
You are moving the goalpost about what I'm upset about. I'm upset because you said I didn't say that. You said it, and you're sitting here still saying, "Oh, well, I didn't mean it like, or I didn't."
I may have. You're right.
The debate was, did you say it? No, I didn't. Yes, you did, and then you said, apparently, "Oh, well, you know."
Apparently, I typed it. I don't. That's when you said you said it. When you said you said it, I literally was like, "There's a 0% chance I said that in video," and that's what's going on in my head. You're showing me text messages that I said it in typed it in Discord. You're right. Maybe I did. Doesn't change the fact that fighters are sensitive. He's going to get all twisted up about this. If he doesn't find a finish in the first round, that guy sucks. I don't think there's a finish in this first round. You said you played the under?
I don't know. I don't know what I say anymore.
Dude, the first 40 minutes of this video is you putting words in my mouth. The first 40 minutes of this video. And now we're twisted up about God knows what. Jeremiah Wells, Temba Garimbo, feature fight of the evening. We both picked Temba Garimbo, and if you want to hear any of the yip yap, all the picks are on the website. Every pick, every bet, every tool right there listed, ready to go on the website, wewantpicks.com. Click become a member at the top. You leaned in like you had something to say.
I'm never talking to you again.
How the fuck did I do something wrong right now? What is happening? What is happening?
You fucking lied to me.
I lied to you. A year ago, I said stuff in a Discord I don't remember, and there's the only proof of me saying it is you texting me. You said this in the Discord. The fact that
you would
and I don't think I said it in Discord. I think I spammed your live stream. There's no. I don't think I typed that in Discord. I assume.
Now all of a sudden that is exactly right. Now that you said that is exactly right.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I did that, it would be in the live stream.
Now I can find the fucking. I can literally find the screenshot for it.
I'm not denying that happened. I'm not denying that happened.
What do you mean? You fucking did it the whole time. You denied that it fucking happened. That's the point of this whole thing. Yes, you did deny. Now you're saying I didn't deny. I'm not denying.
No. When you said
said that,
when you said that, I literally was like, there's no way those words came out of my mouth. And now it makes more sense. I didn't actually say it. I typed it. Very different. Very different. And he might have broke the safety parlay, which
it was the safety parlay. I already looked at it.
Oh, because you found the betting video from that event or whatever?
No, and it was in the recap.
Gotcha. Oh, so, yeah, okay. So
I'm gonna get a screenshot here. We're gonna really get this.
All right. Well,
it wasn't
you do
just
that.
fucking.
I probably did spam it in text. You're not right. I'm not going to deny that. I probably did, because the safety parlay probably broke, and I immediately probably jumped in there and was like, "This guy sucks. This guy sucks." I don't doubt that. What I was denying.
Yo, you ready?
Yeah.
Guys, Isaac.
Wait. First of all, I credit to you. You found that shit fucking fast.
Yeah, thank you. Guys, Isaac fucking, and I don't need your fucking credit, asshole. Guys, Isaac fucking sucks. He's not good. Just a wrestler. Takedowns are bust for trash ass Isaac. This fucking loser is cut to shit. Imagine being a 3,000 favorite right now. Monster takedowns and gushing blood. Loser. He won't get a sub. He's shit. Oh, this is still going. This is during the fight.
He was bloody. Damn. And he was
imagine why. I can't imagine why Isaac, sensitive Isaac. Why would I? And then you said, still think Isaac sucks. This is a guy he should have finished in 1 minute. Remember, a minute ago you said he's just sensitive. You didn't say anything. And let's just go and reread this.
Fighters are objectively sensitive as shit, across the board sensitive.
This is fucking crazy.
And it's weird that he saw this. I feel like somebody sent it to him to rile him up.
Guys, Isaac, let's just read it again. Isaac fucking sucks. He's not good.
Let's read it again.
Takedowns are bust for trash-ass Isaac. This fucking loser is cut to shit. Imagine being a minus 3,000 favorite right now. Monster takedowns, gushing blood. Loser.
It's weird. I thought we were amongst friends saying that in a chat with each other. Talking about fights that just happened. How he got wind of it is a little suspicious, is it not? Let's move on to the co-main event. Next up, at UFC Vegas 110, we have the co-main event of the evening. We have Waldo Cortes-Acosta taking on Ante Delija. Waldo Cortes-Acosta, 14-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is coming off that loss to Sergey Pavlovich, taking on Ante Delija. 26-6 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that KO win in his UFC debut. Waldo Cortes-Acosta, he's an athletic striker. We have seen him grapple as well. He took down that giant Taekwondo guy over and over again. He's not the most powerful fighter in the world, but he's got good footwork. He is very athletic. He's pretty fast for this division. He's also pretty physically tough. We've seen his legs get absolutely beaten to shit, and he continues to do what he does. Didn't slow down, didn't back up. He is coming off the decision loss to Sergey Pavlovich. He's taking on Ante Delija. Ante Delija is one of the rare in 2025 fighters that came from a PFL, from a Bellator into the UFC and had some success. He's a big dude at 6'5". He can wrestle. He can strike. He can do all of it. He's Tom Aspinall's training partner. He is 35 years old, so a little bit older on the spectrum there. And he did just knock out Marcin Tybura in his UFC debut. I'm a big Waldo fan. I've picked Waldo in the past. I've bet on Waldo in the past. I thought Waldo was going to beat Sergey Pavlovich.
We are.
And we're in a movie with Waldo Cortes-Acosta. Yeah, we are
actors. We are co-parents.
Stars.
Oh, co-stars. That is right.
Yeah, stars. Yeah, we're co-stars with Waldo in a movie called The Burden of 9 Lives. And
which, by the way, I thought you did great in.
Thank you so much. You did a great job as well. We did that in one take too.
Who do you think did better, me or you?
You brought the lightheartedness to it, and I broke down the fight in a very serious manner.
I think there was more me than you in there.
I'll have to rewatch it. What the crazy part about that is the scene they put us in did just like keep going. Like we were in that for a while.
Playing chess or something. We're just fucking yapping about in the background about
a fight. It was John Jones versus
Francis 3.
Yeah, Francis Ngannou. Yeah. I've been pretty high on Waldo in the past. He's athletic. He's fast. He's like at heavyweight in this day and age when the heavyweight division is almost the weakest it's ever been. Maybe it is the weakest it's ever been. To be a big, fast, athletic guy is good enough to win a lot of fights. I do not think he wins this fight, though. I think that Ante Dalia is an actual old school fight. He's going to come forward. He will strike with you. He will get in your face. He will shoot takedowns. He's not afraid to engage at all. He is Croatian for those Crow Cop fans out there. I picked him and I bet on him when he was plus 121. So I'm on Ante Dalia here. I'm happy to do it. And I think we're good, although I am a Waldo fan. If he danced around for 15 minutes, it wouldn't be shocking. I actually have two different bets on this fight, but Ante Dalia money line plus 121 is the shining star there. What do you think, Jacob?
Good value on the bet, but disagree with it. I've had my ups and downs with Waldo in the past. I had the same frustrations that everyone else has. The dancing around, the lack of urgency in fights, the willingness to just kind of wait and wait and wait. And I called that early, even with the calf kicks. Like, oh, you're fucking getting your calf kicked. And instead of doing something about it, you're like just sitting there salsa dancing. And he said something. What did he say? I'm going to salsa dance on your grave or something. I don't know. I don't know what he said, but he had a little Twitter spat back in the day with Waldo. But honestly, this is a really good fight for a guy like Waldo who wants to wait, sit back, and wait for those counter shots with the right hand, with the left hook, with the footwork, with the speed, because he will wait. He will wait. And when he's up against these guys that also are kind of hesitant and waiting, it is kind of a tit for tat, and it's close fights, and he can lose that, like the Sergey fight, back up a little bit too much and no sense of urgency. This guy, Ante, isn't a sit and wait type of dude. This guy is a guy that's going to rush in, that's going to get in your face, that's going to throw those typical heavyweight, just kind of pa type of things. And to me, if you give a fighter like that to a counter strike with a nice right hand and speed of a Waldo, that seems like a good matchup for Waldo. This guy's going to be rushing in while he's just sitting there waiting to snipe him with the right hand. I like Waldo in this fight. I guarantee, I haven't bet him yet. I'm going to the fights. When I get on to Vegas, I'm probably going to put a little bit of something, a couple $100 on Waldo and just see what happens, because if there's a good fight for Waldo, I respect the toughness of Ante. I respect the hand speed, really fast hands. He's not like a typical like lumbering heavyweight. He's like pop. But I think it's a good match for Waldo. If Ante gets through it, like gets through that right hand and crushes them and lands the big shots, I'm not gonna be crazy surprised. But it just feels like a pretty good matchup for Waldo. The counter striker versus the guy that just kind of rushes in a little bit wild. I'm gonna take Waldo in that.
Yeah, I'm just curious with what it'll look like if Ante starts shooting takedowns, because nobody's really tried to take Waldo down. And Ante, if you go watch his PFL fights, has good takedowns.
Robles down.
Yeah, Waldo did. Yeah, but I'm saying we haven't.
Yeah, but so at least you've seen he's comfortable.
Yeah, he can grapple. Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I've been high on. I thought he was going to beat Pavlovic.
This is surprising because I'm usually anti-Waldo and you're very pro-Waldo, and then here we are. You're betting against him and.
Well, I did place this bet before the Tom Aspinall fight. So I was like, well, they're training together. Tom's the best heavyweight in the world right now. This is only good. And then, circumstances arose.
He made Tom look like shit.
Uh-oh. So we'll see. Yeah, he did, dude. Because Tom's like, if he gets to a title shot, I'm just going to relinquish the belt. Let him have it.
I think this is. I know a lot of people are looking at like the over 1.5 and this guy by decision. This
2.5, unfortunately. If it was 1.5,
well, I mean, you can still play 1.5 on like DraftKings and stuff like that.
Sure.
And some people might try to jump on it minus 200, minus whatever, and just try to feel good about it. But it feels like, and I mentioned on Twitter that Ante might be the guy to bring the brawl out of Waldo, because he will occasionally like pop, throw like a 3-punch combination, then he'll kind of dip out. But if Ante stays on him, he might force Waldo to brawl, and in that situation, I feel like somebody's going to sleep. Waldo could throw that shit. He doesn't. He kind of picks his spots and stuff, but if he gets in the pot, he can throw that shit too.
He's just big and athletic. Like, it's surprising how big he is. He made Ryan Spann look small and stupid. Like, he's a big dude. I'm high on Waldo, but it just feels like if I'm looking at these two guys objectively and I'm just removing the natural abilities, Ante Dalia is the better MMA fighter, the more accomplished MMA fighter. And Waldo's not exactly young. It's not like he's 29. He's 34.
Andre Arlovsky got beat up and bully beat down.
What? Really? I got to go back and watch that. Like by a regular dude.
Like he was
Andre Arlovsky.
I remember a couple of those fights being like, oh shit, like this is a fucking competitive fight. I remember that show. That's hilarious if that's true.
That is funny. I should try to find that on YouTube. I used to love Bully Beatdown because I was a big fan of What the hell was his name before he went crazy? What the hell was his name before he went crazy? The host.
Puck?
Jason Mayhem Miller before
Remember
he went
Puck?
absolutely crazy.
Man, remember how real that Real World, that was Real World Hawaii, right?
Yeah, he was like a straight up. No, that chick was
It was the
alcoholic.
chick, yeah. That was like when you talk about Real World, that was like that one of the
intervention?
That was like one of the realest fucking because she was just wasted.
disturbing.
It was like
She died.
Well, not on the show, but
No, from alcoholism in real life.
Yeah, but I mean, like it was literally like that was the fucking real world. Like everyone's concerned, and I mean,
it was
crazy.
Like,
and Puck was the fucking man.
I do remember. That's where Theo Vaughn came from, isn't it?
Road Rules. He was Road Rules.
Oh, he was Road Rules. Oh, that's where Tecumseh came from. Tech. And he was
Tech.
in.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Tech, not
not Puck.
Yeah,
Puck is somebody else.
Yeah, Puck was like,
Yeah.
wasn't he racist? I think that was like the guy that was spitting on
You're like, I love.
Yeah, I think
Puck.
that was the fucking that was the guy that was like spitting on people and stuff like that, like the fucking white trash dude. Yeah, Tech was the guy. Yeah, because he ended up being a VJ for MTV and stuff, right?
And he was in Van Wilder. He tried to make a career for himself, and it almost I don't know what happened after Van Wilder because he was pretty good, but then that was it.
Yeah, not Puck. Sorry.
I do miss those back. You know what I stopped watching that I hate myself for is The Challenge. That used to be my favorite show. The problem is they made every episode 90 minutes, and it's like, all right, now we're strict.
It used to be cool because it was a road rule versus real world challenge, and it was still more about like the housing aspect more than
now it's all about the challenges.
Yeah, now it's just all competition stuff. It's just so redundant.
Yeah, it's like and it's like 40 minutes of a 90 episode. Yeah, I think her name was Jules, the girl. Oh well. Next up at UFC Vegas 110, we have the main event of the evening. We have Steve Garcia taking on David Onama. Steve Garcia, 18-5 in his career. He is 5-0 in his last 5, riding a 6-fight win streak. Taking on David Onama, 14-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5 on a 4-fight win streak. Steve Garcia made a name for himself by knocking people out. He had 5 knockouts in a row. He is now, there you go. Sorry, I only saw the corner of the clip. I was like, what the hell is he doing? 5 knockouts in a row, now 6 wins in a row with that win over Calvin Kattar. He's a big dude. He likes to come forward and throw big strikes. If he doesn't put you away, he'll try to set up some takedowns. The striking is solid. He's got good movement, big power, decent speed. He's not afraid to mix it up, but he can get himself into trouble by being too aggressive. He can grapple as well, but we haven't seen a lot of it because of those finishing abilities. He is very, very big and very awkward for this weight class, which makes it hard for some people to read. He's taking on David Onama, a clean kickboxer who likes to plot forward and control the pace. He's not a really high volume kind of guy, but he is effective. He's got a really long jab. He's constantly throwing something out there. He is busy in the clinch. He likes to throw knees and elbows. He has a 30% takedown accuracy, a 52% takedown defense, but he did just get 3 takedowns in the decision win over Giga Chikadze. And this is a fun fight. This is a very good main event. Anybody complaining about this Apex card, this is a good fight that not only will be exciting, but it also matters for the division. We have a guy in a 6-fight win streak. It might be the longest active win streak in this division. David Onama is going to be faster. David Onama is the more technically sound striker, but he doesn't fight as well moving forward as he does backing up. And if Steve Garcia is able to just be giant and lurchy moving forward and get in Onama's face, if he threatens a couple of takedowns and mixes that all in really well, Steve Garcia can win this fight. So I'm going to pick Steve Garcia because he has more ways to win. For David to win, he has to play a perfectly technical game, stay on the outside, not get caught up in the nonsense. Where Steve Garcia can just kind of walk him down, mix in a takedown or two. He is giant. I can't express enough how big he is for this weight class. Steve Garcia is going to be the pick, but these odds continue to widen, and I think they made a little more sense a few days ago when it was like -115, -105. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I have all the respect in the world for Steve Garcia. There's no denying what he's done in his last 5 or 6 fights, especially coming back the way he did. And what I've learned this week is, like, people fucking hate David Onama.
Why?
And I have no idea why, but people think that this guy is like a quitter, that he sucks, that he's got no chance in this fight. I don't know who the fuck they've been watching on this guy. And yeah, this is a little bit of a biased pick. David Onama, former lock of the week. I'm friends with a lot of those dudes at the camp. Yusuf, Isaac. I've taken a picture, as I just showed, with David Onama. Really cool guy. Little bit of a biased pick here. I'll always be transparent about that. But this dude is an absolute fucking dog. If you watch that, and I'm pretty sure I had Nate Landwehr against David Onama because I said he was going to wear him down. First of all, threw 101 strikes in the first round to try and finish that fight. Got a little bit tired. Absolutely fucking death gas. Nate Landwehr all over this guy. This guy did not for 1 second look like he was going to quit in that fight. Not only did he not quit in that fight, he came back in the third round and threw over 60 strikes in the third round and a couple times landed some decent shots on a guy like Nate Landwehr. People talk about that fight like, oh, this guy lost to fucking Nate Landwehr. At the time, Nate Landwehr had just finished Ludovic fucking Klein, didn't finish David Onama, and then finished two of his next 3 fights. That was like prime Nate Landwehr, and David Onama hung in there, and it was a majority fucking decision for what he did in the first round. And then people were like, David Onama gets hit, he's chinny, he's all this stuff. This guy has been dropped once in the UFC, came back in that fight and did what he needed to do. Against Giga, he got cracked, started going to the wrestling. You say that Steve Garcia is a better wrestler. That's fucking bullshit. David Onama is the fucking way better wrestler, way better grappler in this matchup. If he wants to use it early, I think that might be a game plan. But if he wants to use the wrestling, he's such an underrated wrestler and grappler. He just floats just like all those Factory X guys, Youssef and Isaac and all those guys that grapple just kind of float on top. Steve Garcia is the guy that's been dropped 5 times. He's been flatlined by Maheshete. You want to talk about durability issues? Steve Garcia is the guy with fucking durability issues. Yeah, he's been smoking people, but the guy is also fucking getting hit. He is too reckless on the feet. I promise you guys that when he crashes in, David Onama is a guy that is so fucking, everything is just so fucking tight. And everything's just here. The lead elbows. I guarantee that at some point in this fight, Steve Garcia is going to crash in and there's going to be something waiting for him. Either a nice tight little right hand or an uppercut or a big fucking elbow. Watch the elbows in the pocket for David Onama. It is just a recipe for disaster for a guy like Steve Garcia that crashes in with a guy that just kind of waits there with that Muay Thai will just fucking stick you. And David Onama, when he throws punches, like I said with fucking Phil Rowe, like a JDM, they just fucking stick people, man. He just fucking sticks that jab. He just fucking sticks that right hand. He can fight from southpaw or orthodox. Give Garcia a ton of looks in this fight. He's a high IQ guy. He can tough shit out. If things aren't going well with the striking, he can move to the wrestling. I'm telling you, people aren't giving him a lot of respect. The betting odds are giving him the respect he deserves. Steve Garcia probably should be the favorite, but these is priced correctly. People are talking about Steve Garcia like he should be minus 300, minus 350. That's fucking asinine. David Onama is going to surprise a lot of people with how technical, his power, his wrestling, his grappling. I respect Steve. If he pulls it off, I'm not going to be crazy surprised. Onama's my boy, but I got to stick with my boys, and Onama's going to get this done, maybe even with a fucking submission win on a Hail Mary.
Show that clip of him punching out the leg. That was cool.
Oh, yeah. This is, I was watching film, and he was fighting Giga, and the position he was in, you'll see it a lot. He's basically, I'll pause it here so you can see it. So he gets the back control. He gets the back control like this, and you can tell, I mean, he's going to fall off. Like, he's going to fall at the top. If you're Giga, you just got to stay tripoded up there and just shake him off, and David Onama is going to fall off the front. So what David Onama does is he reaches back and punches the back of Giga's calf to make his leg collapse, to make him fall backwards, and then he keeps the position. So you'll see. I'll play it out and let it run a couple times, but it is pretty insane.
It is.
So watch. He's about to fall off. You'll see him reach back, and then punches the leg out. So Giga falls down, and then he just swarms on top. I'll let it play again. But watch his right arm, our left side. He's about to fall off. He reaches back. Boom. Collapses the leg, keeps the back, and then he almost goes to full mount. So
that is cool.
I'm telling you guys, David Onama's better than you think he is. He's an absolute fucking dog. Steve Garcia is as well, but I think he's a little bit too sloppy for a technical striker like David. He's going to surprise some people.
I agree with I agree with it. David's very good. And I said these odds are a little wide, and they're not even that wide. I'm still going to pick Steve because I think he's a little too big. He's awkward, and he just machines forward. Whether he gets caught
he's
machining
like awkward
forward
on the outside, but on the inside, he's a pretty technical guy. Like he's got a nice jab. He throws the left hand down the pipe. He does a lot of wild stuff on the outside with some wild kicks and stuff. But in the pocket, he's pretty technical, and Dave can fight a technical fight.
Yeah, well, when I'm saying awkward, it's like the footwork is weird. He's got like a lurchy kind of. It's like Dominic Cruz, but not the way he moves.
I disagree. I think he's very technical.
Steve?
Yeah. He's got footwork.
See,
he stays in. He throws a jab out there. He throws a little teep kick.
He may throw technical, but I feel like the movement is what makes him very awkward.
Just a lot of pressure.
And he's big.
Just a lot of pressure.
And he's bent over, so his arms are in weird positions. But I think that all works for him. I think that's why he's giving people a hard time. So
you guys watching that second round of that Qatar fight, Qatar made a couple reads and cracked Steve Garcia. Didn't really hurt him, but he landed a nice left hand and then a nice right hand. If David lands those shots, Steve Garcia is not surviving it.
It will be an interesting. This is a great main event. This is a very good main event.
Watch the second round. You'll know what I'm talking about when he cracks it.
I'm looking forward.
You better watch those elbows.
I'm looking forward to this fight. I know people are complaining because it's the Apex, so it's just like default complaint. But this is an exciting fight. Lots of good fights on this card. If you want to unlock every pick, every bet, every tool for not only this card, but UFC Vegas 111 next week, UFC 322 the week after that, and then UFC Qatar the week after that, it's $10 for all of it. Every pick, every bet, every tool. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. We have one final super chat here from Shane Wright asking about Nasrat.
You know what? I guarantee, and nobody's going to fucking admit it because it's always like, oh, you're fucking idiot, stupid, whatever. There is not a single person on planet Earth that had a fucking Keelan Sal-killed slip 2 minutes in that fight and felt good about it.
Yeah, he looked great.
30 seconds in that fight, I was like, oh, yeah. A minute into that fight, I was like, oh, shit. A minute 30 into that fight, I was like, here we go. 2 minutes into that fight, I'm like, dude, Nasrat's got this. What are these fucking knee slide? What is this, 1992? He's got like these knee slide takedowns. Dude, Nasrat's taking one step back and looking at this guy like, is he being fucking... He's like, dude, is he being serious? He was like doing these fucking like bullshit from 20 feet out. Nasrat was walking him down, just sticking him with the left hand. Dude, literally, if you could have paused that fight 2 minutes in and said, Jacob, we will give you $50 billion, but you have to put it on Nasrat right now. Do you want to risk it? Or maybe we'll just give you $10 million. You can get $50 billion if he wins, or we'll just give you $10 million cash. I would have said, fucking, let's risk it, bye-bye. Nasrat's going to fucking dominate this fight after 2 minutes. That's why we love betting. That's why we love fighting. Anything can happen. Hats off to Keelan. He was a tough dude. I respect him going in. I wasn't disrespecting Keelan going into that. So it is what it is. People get caught sometimes. I've been on the other side of that. I mean, I had Leon Edwards in my fucking in my 10 lock of the week streak that I had. Number 7 was Leon Edwards against Usman, and I got that head kick in the 5th round. So maybe I was due for that. Since that, sometimes you need a little bit of luck for some streaks. Sometimes it goes the other way. It's out of your control. You move on.
Yeah, it's funny because I watched that one at volleyball, and I was like, nice, this looks good. Because I also had the bet on Nasrat. So I was like, all right, nice, we're looking good.
Literally, fucking, the first 2 takedown attempts, I was on stream trying not to get excited. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, we're about to hit 5 in a row, baby. This is going to be easy.
I had the under on takedowns and underdog, too. And you and I were texting about that. I'm like, dude, Nasrat's not getting taken down by this dude. 2.5 line is crazy. The under's good.
That was a horrible takedown attempt.
He stuffed him so easily.
Christ.
That's why that head kick worked, though.
Dude, yeah, Nasrat literally just went like this, like, what are you doing? Like, get the
Yeah.
Like, literally was just like, what?
Yeah. That is why the head kick worked, though, because there was a couple of takedown attempts, a couple of low kicks, so he was like, everything's low, everything's low.
But his defense was there. That's what I mean. It's not like he was caught off guard. It was just like the Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier against Gagey. Dustin was, I mean, he was there with the fucking, I mean, his big ass foot just literally, and I put a tweet out, it literally is a strike to the back of the head. I mean, Nasrat's like this, and he kicks him right in the back of the head. It's like, when are we going to start enforcing rules around here? Because that was a kick to the back of the head, and it should have been a DQ win, but we move on.
That whole card was riddled with fouls. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. We appreciate you. We crossed the 40,000 mark a little while ago. We're closing it on 41. We want. Do you think we'll ever get to 100 to get a YouTube plaque? What is it? A play button?
Yeah, I think next spring we're gonna fucking hit it. Okay.
Lofty goals for next spring, but let's get a play button. Let's get a play button. Well, dude, Paramount opens the doors for a lot.
If you haven't subscribed, do me a favor. Pull out your cock and smack it on that keyboard, and let's see what happens. Let's see if you smack the subscribe button or not. And while you're at it, you might as well put those balls on the mouse and wiggle them around and hit the like button for Papa.
I saw a clip, speaking of dick and balls, the clip I was going to talk about earlier, but I went off the rails, was this guy at the gym was like telling a story, and he was like, this kid came up to me, he said, you into fitness?
Have you thought if this story's going to be worth it yet?
It's decent. He said, you in the fitness? He said, yeah, I'm in the fitness. And the kid goes, how about fitness dick in your mouth? And he goes, okay, show me. Let's do it. Pull it out. Let's see if I can fit in my mouth. Pull it out. Let's go. I don't back down. Pull it out. And he said the kid ran away scared. And he was like, and thank God, because I was scared too. I don't back down, but I didn't want to find out.
What kind of videos are you watching where guys asking little kids to pull out their dicks?
It was two grown men. It was two grown men.
You said the kid.
Yeah, like 25, and this guy was like 40.
Oh, yeah, and Isaac doesn't.
I call you a kid. You're like 2 years younger than me.
I don't say guess that.
I say my buddy. Dude, Josh does that shit to me too. Josh is like, yeah, I am older, and look at you.
Dude, I said that I would turn 25, and people were like, 25, that's awesome. Happy birthday, man. Nobody questioned it. You can rent a car. Nice.
well, awesome. Oh, you have to get your own insurance.
You gonna rent
now.
this weekend? Yeah.
You have to get your own insurance now. That stinks.
Everyone was like happy. I literally got so many messages on Instagram. It was like happy 25th.
You look fucking fantastic for your age. Nobody's denying that. Good for you. Hey,
hair. I just got my haircut today.
Yeah, and you just got good complexion. There's no wrinkles there.
Oh, by the way, I forgot. I was going to mention this early in the stream, but
yeah,
I was going to kind of wait because it's kind of but I was going to just kind of jump out and say it. I am cancer free.
Did you get checked? You had a follow up?
What's that?
Was there a follow up, or you're just saying that?
No, I beat cancer like a year and a half ago. I'm cancer free.
So this is not a new development.
I mean, I'm sorry to announce that I don't have cancer, Angelo. I beat it a year and a half ago. I have a scar on my face. I had cancer of the face, and I'm just happy to announce I'm cancer free.
Nice. I'd like to announce I'm potty trained. It's been 40 years. I'm full potty trained, 40 years. So I'd just like to put that out there as well. I get up, I pee, I poop.
I've been to your bathroom, and I would beg to differ because I've seen some splatters in some places some splatters shouldn't be.
You know, I know that's not true. If somebody might even think of coming to our house, the first thing Tiffany makes me do is go scrub all the toilets in the house.
Literally, I've shown up a little early and what the hell?
Don't use that. Don't use that.
Yeah, what the hell is going on here? Look like D-Day, Beach of Normandy, baby.
Check out the
Rest
website.
in peace to our troops.
I get blamed for all of it. Like there are kids in this house. I get blamed for everything. It's kind of ridiculous.
Girls don't poop.
Correct. Check out all the tools in the website. We got a data analyzer, got a fight simulator, got an optimizer, got a line movement tracker.
How come I said thank you troops and then you just kind of didn't say it?
Why'd you salute?
I'm saluting our troops. Thank you for the troops.
I come from a long line of Army men.
Yeah,
My grandfather.
Where did he serve?
One of them in Italy, the other one in Italy, and then he came to America to start his family, and he served here.
My grandpa was in the Korean War.
On what side?
You want to explain that?
Just want to make sure we're talking about the same thing. Didn't we lose that war?
No.
I think that's the only war we've lost.
That was the Vietnam War, you fucking
racist
yeah, all
right. You're right. You're right.
You fucking...
That's not racist.
They all look the same. I don't know. There's Korean, Vietnam.
That's ignorant.
We don't know. We just love our regional Asians getting knocked out. We don't know who they are, but we know they're bad people. Not anymore, but they were bad. They were all bad.
Boom Boom Pew says Gramps was a regional Asian. That's how Jacob can get away with saying that shit. He has the pass. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. We appreciate every last one of you. Check out the rest of the boys as well on the website. We got Artem, we got Betsy, we got the artificial intelligence. Thank you. Good luck this weekend. Keep an eye out or your ears out for Jacob on the on the broadcast.
And I think we might get Marcus what's the next bet to yell some stuff about Big Angie, because he wants to say some stuff that's going to be on TV about Big Angie. I think he's got some stuff loaded. I think
Everybody has big ideas.
Hey, I would not fucking put anything or challenge this guy. This is not the guy you want to fucking. So when you say I doubt it, you better buckle the fuck up.
It's easy to just say whatever in chat, and then in real life, yelling that in a small. It's small. It's not like yelling in a crowded arena.
It literally is like yelling at church at some points.
Yeah,
it literally is like yelling at church. I'm telling you, there's points in the middle of fights where you feel like you should whisper because you don't want to like interfere with anything going on, and that's the moments where I go, and it's hilarious. But I would not put it past Marcus to yell some. And you can't cuss. I almost got kicked out for cursing.
Yeah, you could say anything except
I almost got kicked out from cursing. Almost got kicked out for fighting. We get wild.
You should have a gold pass or something at the frequent flyer or something. A platinum member.
The Trump card will get you into America. We sell them. It's they're $1 million. They will. It's called a Trump gold card. You can get in. You can get out. You can fight for us if you want. We don't care.
Well, I'll be looking forward to listening to you on the stream because my oldest, her birthday is on Halloween. She's having her birthday party on Saturday. It's just her and 2 friends doing a sleepover somewhere else. So, and then my youngest, the neighbor is taking her, the mom neighbor, is taking her and a couple of other girls to go see K-pop Demon Hunters. So I have a Saturday night where I can just watch fights and chill. So I'll be watching full volume, no nonsense.
Added just random tangents that story that didn't need to be there. A lot of fucking just random fucking
that I'll be listening. I will.
Fat. Yeah, I know. Trim the fat. Like, oh, this is what my daughters will be gone, so I'll be able to listen for whatever.
If I just said my daughters will be gone,
just like one daughter's doing this, and then this one she's going to see K-pop Demon. Trim the fat.
If I said my daughters will be gone this weekend, people will assume Tiffany has finally left me and has them for the weekend.
You told me that's what happened.
So that's why I had to add the context about where they'll actually be. Guys, thanks for being here. My daughters won't be here. The wife finally left and took them with her. Good luck this weekend. Listen for Jacob yelling God knows what at the Apex.